any of them.
I know. Hey, listen. I might not know how to rob people well. I know how to stop robberies pretty well.
Yeah, we've stopped a couple. 2, in fact.
All right, we are heard and not seen.
Well, I mean, that's kind of
Live on audio.
what he's going for with the Understreet Rats is
You guys hearing us okay out there in Twitch
low
land?
quarter law enforcement.
I like that.
Oh, there we are.
Yeah,
If you have the
I think
volume
they
on
are.
just one, you count as a viewer. If you're on mute, you don't count as
That's
a
actually, I don't think that's accurate.
Is that?
I saw something on that, and I mean, I wouldn't gamble it, but it did indicate that you were still counted.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I had always heard.
Yeah, because
I don't know if they
it's
changed
5
that,
right
but
now.
yeah, everybody sounds all right. Good.
I read the title and I thought it said The Burger King.
We got Arby's and Monster of the Week, and now we got Burger King.
Burger King.
I cannot escape Arby's.
You let Josh play in one of your games. What did you expect?
I guess I should have expected Arby's.
Yeah, I would have expected Arby's.
Ooh.
That's exciting.
Yes,
That
yes,
is
I've heard about you can mute the
exciting.
tab, but if Twitch sees that it has volume, then it counts. That's what I've heard too, Robert.
Okay, that makes sense.
I feel like I'm constantly gonna be just fiddling with Finley on my shoulder.
You should. He's just up there hanging out.
He's hanging. I like
He's a
him.
little guy.
Fiddly.
A little fiddly
Aw.
dee, fiddly do.
All right,
Fiddly Doc.
let's just do a quick mic
rat
check
climbed
on
up
each
the
of you.
Yeah, sure.
Looking here, right? So Cameron.
Oh, hi, hello.
Perfect. Thomas.
Hi, hello. Oh.
Hello.
Hi.
Okay. Again, Jenny.
Hello.
All right, everybody looks good.
Whoop, whoop.
That's the sound of
Viewers, I'm gonna make you wait a moment. This cosplay is fantastic today. These players have gone all out.
as we could within the time frame.
Yes.
Kind
well,
of.
within the time frame, and also given
And a reasonable budget, and
well, and playing children too,
Yeah,
right? So it's a more limited
we're
range.
gonna grow up later.
Fingers crossed that we get to grow up.
We're gonna
Please don't
grow
kill
up.
us.
Are you sure about that?
Are you sure about
Listen, I think John would rather wait to kill us after we've had juicy children backstories and then
I'm
murder
not sure
us.
you should ever say that sentence again,
Yeah.
Thomas. Just eliminate that from your lexicon.
You really got Cameron with that one.
Cameron, I got-
Eliminate that from your lexicon. It's the most like you could have said, "Don't say that."
Eliminate it from
The very John way of saying that.
Scintillating.
That's awesome. All right, pull that back
Yeah, he
up.
wants the audience to bond with us before
Yeah, I mean,
prying our 12-page long backstories out of our hands and throwing them in the fire.
Look,
okay.
I'll just have to write another.
I wrote like
I could do it.
2 paragraphs, I think.
Oh, I mean,
12 pages, 2 paragraphs. It's basically
yeah,
the same
you,
thing.
You have a wide gamut here. So, someone who shall not be mentioned doesn't have a written backstory.
Never do.
Never does. And still
My name's
manages
Cade Card.
to play endearing characters.
My backstory is pirates and cool, and that's it.
I progress.
Thank you, Rob. I appreciate that.
You're making the backstory up on the fly.
Thank you for the
That's
sub,
what I'm trying to do
Tracy.
with Click, and I think that's fun.
Yeah.
We
I
appreciate
did like
that.
5 pages. That feels enough.
Just
All right.
like Cade, my
I'm
characters
so
don't
excited.
All right, we are going to be both heard and
They must
seen
be
in
fun.
3, 2, and 1. I don't know what I did with my hands. Yeah, they were just doing their own thing over
He's
here.
doing it fast, okay?
3, 2, 1.
Welcome everyone to Blue Box, Tears of Air. This is session 4 of this fantastic new campaign, and I am joined, as always today, by my incredible cast of players, who you may notice look just a little bit different today. Cosplay is fantastic. Thank you, each of you, for putting the time in to do that. I know some of you come straight from work. Think I saw you outside, like dabbing the
Applying
makeup
for
on the car. Yeah. But everybody looks fantastic. We'll do character introductions and all that. But let's start off with a quick sponsor recognition set. We haven't done that in a while. And I'm going to give you Mike Disney. You can talk about Mike in just a moment. I will give you Ferox Fabrications and Mantic
Easy.
Games.
And Mantic.
And then I'll let you take Hob.
Yes.
Okay, so you can talk about Cowboy Hob. And I'm not sure you really know any of our sponsors
I
yet.
know nothing.
So I won't put you on the spot yet
Thank
today,
you
all right?
so much. Just know that they're all wonderful. That's my contribution. They're all great.
That's exact. That'll be our
heard it here
recorded
first.
sponsor highlight. They're all wonderful. Thank you very much, Old School, for the sub. Let's start off and talk about Mantic Games. Go ahead, Thomas.
Mantic Games. So you like to play D&D, huh? Interesting. You like to play D&D locally at a table? I like that. You like to play D&D with minis? John likes that a lot, if you can't tell. And one of the things that really brings a table of minis together is scatter terrain. And my goodness, does Mantic Games do it right. They've got stalls, they've got horses, they've got grass, trees, rocks, anything you might need to bring a town and make it home to these players, to make it seem as realistic as is possible on the table. If you're looking to make your game that one step better, that one step more je ne sais quoi, you know, that thing that brings your table together, Mantic
Je ne
Games
sais
sells
quoi.
that thing. Go find out on their website.
Outstanding, and you can leave that in your lexicon.
Je ne sais quoi. I'll say it more often, actually. Thank you for that.
So Thomas set the bar very high. Thank you so much. And also, not only does Mantic make terrain crate, they're also makers of Kings of War. They've got other
Chandler
board
loves.
games.
I mean, this war
Yeah.
gaming, yeah.
They've got all kinds of cool stuff. So check out Mantic Games. Let's go to Art of Mike Disney.
Can you give me a picture, please?
Jenny's asking for props.
Yeah.
Ooh, I love
It's
it.
up-
It's upside down.
It's upside down.
It's still
There we
beautiful.
go.
It's really nice.
She was showing that Mike's art looks good from any
it's
angle.
versatile from any angle. All right.
Hanging things up on the wall. Don't worry. Mike's got you covered.
We're talking about the wonderful world of Disney. Mike Disney, that
Yeah.
is. Where he creates fanciful art. He does all sorts of painting sessions with Blue Box. So you can catch him on Blue Box for painting sessions and learning art where you can learn to attempt to draw just like him, but it won't turn out as good as him. You can find Mike on Instagram at Art of Mike Disney. He's a great guy, and we love his support. And go and support him. And you can win one
And
of
the
these.
Friday session would not have happened without his creation.
No, exactly. I mean, we've run Overgord stuff. He joined us on last Wednesday for the Overlore, talking about the different types of Overgords, the new Dread Gord. I've heard now the suggestion that the undead version of the Overgord, the Undergord. There is, it's got all.
that.
Thank you so much, Trey. Don't they look great? They look absolutely fantastic. Okay, let's go to. I gave you not Ferox.
I got
Ferox.
Cowboy Hop.
That's right, Cowboy Hop.
Oh my gosh. If you want to see some good art, and if you look up in the corners next to our lovely faces, you'll see our
Down
character art.
in the
Down.
corners?
I don't know where things are.
this way?
Listen,
I think
it's
this
hard to
way.
figure out. Look at the good art. Do you see it? Look closer. That's Cowboy Hob. Hob is an incredible artist who does just amazing work, both here on Blue Box and often has commissions open. I'm unsure of the status of that right now, but go and follow Hob on Instagram. I believe it's just Cowboy Hob
Correct.
on Instagram. Oftentimes, commission notifications go up in their story, so check it out there.
Incredible.
You're gonna want it. Holidays are coming up, people.
Genuinely incredible work.
Bravo. Thank
You
you.
don't want those commissions.
Just a couple others quickly. We want to talk about Ferox Fabrications. Darren is a fantastic sponsor of the show. He is an expert wood engraver, has made everything from miniature holders to dice tubes for us. Actually created a Blue Box wooden shield, which I still haven't gotten him to
Still haven't
send me
gotten
for
it?
some reason. I don't think he thinks it's
He
good
wants
enough.
it. He wants it.
And I'm like, trust me, it's good enough. I've seen the pictures of it. But support Darren over at Ferox Fabrications. He's always got cool stuff coming out, and he's just generally a good guy. Then also Troll Lord Games. Well, they just created the world that we're playing in today, Aihrde. They
Pretty
make
small thing.
Castles and Crusades, which is played in our Friday Night Crusades campaign. Steven and Chuck are always on streams, always supporting. They're good DMs and they're good guys. So thank you to all of those sponsors. My music got a little aggressive here. I'm going to tame it. And
Just in time.
just in time. And we have maybe one sponsor change that we're going to be making, not among those, but among one that I did not reference today, based on some strategic discussions I had with some of my moderators over the weekend. So stay tuned for that announcement coming up in the next week or two.
Fancy.
All right. Let's go to what happened last time.
Let's see. Well, what did happen last time, you might be asking? Well, we all went to sleep. We had a long day. Click. Got hit really hard in the head. As you can tell by my wonderful welt. All this makeup, thanks to my wife. She's amazing. And
It looks like it's just a long forelock. Can you pull your hair back? That is the crowbar mark.
Yes.
The self-inflicted wound.
natural one, baby.
And that's what a natty one gets you.
Yeah.
Roll them. They're great. And so we had gone to sleep, and Dahlia found herself having a bit of a not so nice dream. Maybe one that she happens more often than not. While Click found himself waking up abruptly to a sound, something that he was looking out for. He sleeps on the stairs of their little hidey hole underneath the Pence for Pages, and he was aware of the possibility of some thieves coming to the Pence for Pages and robbing them, which Mila and Dahlia made very clear should not be allowed. So Click, on the lookout, heard some voices, some footsteps, and the name Alice coming from above. Two younger people, initiates of the Thieves Guild, looking to make their way into the guild, were attempting to rob the Pence for Pages. So, Click woke everybody up, and Duke ran into a barrel to hide.
Yeah.
Did a great job.
Mila and Dahlia made a bit too much noise, and one of them swore he heard something and began making his way down to the sewer grate when he got scared away by a rat that jumped over some glass that Dahlia had put down as a trap for this guy. Very... Wow. Yeah, I mean, that would have hurt
What's
really
weird
bad.
about that?
And after things sort of cooled down, Finley made his show of force, and the thief realized that there wasn't anything really worth bothering with down there. Click made his way out of the grate after using some lamp oil to oil the hinges of their way out. And he had a genius plan, one might say, to make his way around the backside of the Pence for Pages, use his sling to break a window, and to alarm Marcus, the owner, that someone was trying to rob him, therefore scaring off these young thieves, not wanting to get caught in the act. That would be a bad way to get into the Thieves Guild. And he set off on his plan. Mila did not share that plan and had her own plan. Click rolled very good on a stealth check. Mila exited and did not roll very good on a stealth check.
Yeah.
Her plan was to disrupt the partners, attempting to scale the wall of the Pence for Pages, only to realize that, they had already scaled the wall way quicker than she thought they had. So she tried to follow Click and made a bit too much noise. The male of the two, who we did not learn the name of, turned around, drew his blade, and moved towards Mila. Dahlia then stepped out from the shadows and leapt behind him in a show of force. He was then pincer maneuvered. A small scuffle happened when suddenly crash from the other side of the house. Glass shattered. Click yelled, "Marcus, you're being robbed! Get out of there, Alice!" and called her name out, made everything known that they were had and they had to get out of there. And both of them knew that they were had and ran as quick as they could. In the midst of that chaos, the male turned around, looked at Mila square in the eyes, and said, "I know your face. I will find you, and I will have my revenge." And he ran off,
We will pay.
not to be seen again yet.
I get him.
Then the party found themselves early the next morning in another heated argument. Click took his knife and carved into the table tally marks of everyone who he said had heat on them. He kept using that word. He marked numerous members of the Yellow Knives, 2 members of the City Guard, a question mark around the City Council, and now 2 members of the Thieves Guild. And then Mila made aware the party that she has been on the run for quite some time and somehow miraculously made her way across the Twilight Wood to Altamira, running from some bad people. So Click put even more tally marks on the table, hoping to mark some out soon enough. Click, I forgot. The night before, we named our group. The Understreet Rats. We
got a job.
We
And
talked
we
to
got a
Marcus
job.
after we had finished our thing, and Click saw a business venture in his future
We're entrepreneurs.
and managed to convince
Yeah.
Marcus that protective services were of his benefit, and sold him at, I believe it was
5 silver.
5 silver
Per moon.
per new moon, so every month,
Yes.
5 silver. Pretty cheap rate, maybe not, we'll see. But he agreed to it and told us we didn't know anything for his broken window. And Click said that we need contacts, we need friends, and we need to begin working on the more serious problem at hand, which is not the pence for pages being robbed, but the city's people being robbed in the night. The letter that Duke's father had written had never made it to where it was intended to, and Duke was not at all intending for it to get there anyways because, well, this letter caused the death of his family, caused his house to be burned down, and everything he knows to be ruined to ashes. Why would he want to pursue this? No sane person would. But Click and his love of this city was pursuant in making sure that this letter gets in the right hands. Dahlia and Mila were tending to agree with that fact because, well, who could let slavery and human trafficking of children keep happening? That's not great. Even if we're kids, someone has to do it, but Duke wouldn't have it. Click tried to prey on his pride to get him to realize this is what your father would have wanted, this is what your family was working towards, why wouldn't you? But again, Duke's family died for this letter. He doesn't care.
Completely unbiased retelling.
Like he knows!
No, I mean, it's not that he doesn't care about the people, it's that he doesn't care about any of the situation.
No.
My family died. No, he kept saying over and over again. And so Duke, in an attempt to forget all of that, started looking for a hole in the wall. Because Duke was enamored by a barrel in the room that seemed far too large to have made it through a sewer grate down into here. And after a heated argument, some yelling, Click decided to also give it a look while Mila and Dahlia read their books that they had bought at the Pence for Pages the day before. And Duke rolled bad, Click rolled good. And Click found it and Duke didn't.
Which Duke was not.
That
happy
just
about.
sucks.
Duke was looking at the ceiling.
I mean,
he was trying
I
to
have
find
the
a way.
brains.
Duke was trying to find a way into the Pence for Pages. Did you bring Lord of the Rings?
No?
And
In
Click was
Latin?
looking at the walls, and he found a loose stone that led into the sewers underneath Altamira. Is it Latin Lord of the Rings?
You brought Latin Lord of the Rings? Let's go!
Can she have a minor fate?
Yeah, you,
The most dweeb thing
that is the most
I've ever heard in my
dweebish
life.
ever that you could do, to bring Lord of the Rings in Latin for your
isn't that a hard
cosplay.
book to read anyway? But
Bravo.
then you got it in Latin.
Bravo!
I'm gonna go dump your
Once
books and
again.
give you a swirl.
And
To my brother, Doppler effect in Twitch.
Very nice.
we
Thank you,
found an
Doppler effect.
entrance into. Oh, it's Garrett's book, of course.
It's
it is.
Garrett's book,
We
of course
found an
it is.
entrance into the sewers beneath Altamira, and Click saw this as a genius opportunity to really genuinely become the Understreet Rats, to have a network of tunnels that could give them access to parts of the city without having to walk through the streets and potentially come into contact with the Yellowknives, the City Guard, the Thieves Guild, the people who have heat
Everything
on
that
them. And so they went in wanting to scout the Understreet, and Click was excited by the possibility of maybe meeting someone who he's been wanting to meet for a long time, the Beggar King, the leader of the Guild of Gentle Supplication, and a man who does not have very many kind stories told about him on the streets above, maybe because he's not seen very often, maybe because they are true, but we are yet to see. Mila and Duke, being blind in the dark, Mila lit her lantern, hooded it slightly to make sure that light didn't shine too far, and Click ran ahead to scout. After a little bit of walking, Mila had heard a similar sound to something she was used to hearing, the skittering of rat feet, and she stopped the rest of the party. Click walked forward a little bit more when he realized the light wasn't following, and two pairs of bright yellow eyes emerged from beyond the shadows around a corner, and 2 dog-sized rats emerged from the edges of the shadow. Click backed up, readied his sling, while Dahlia made herself big and loud, like she was used to scaring off animals in the forest. They weren't having it, and Click beamed one of them in the side, and combat ensued. Dahlia went down in the fight, but Click took one out.
Nat 20.
Did get a nat 20, and
Bert shanked a rat.
and cut a rat down the side that Click had already began damaging, and Duke Mila and Click managed to take out the last one on top of Dahlia's chest, and then Mila ran in a hurry to try and do what she had done in our very first session. The impossible, something a kid should not be able to do, something she's being chased for doing. She called upon some greater force beyond ours, something that Click told her was not real, and light emerged from her necklace and from her hands, and she healed Dahlia's wounds, the wound on her shoulder, the wound across her chest, and Dahlia woke back up and seemed fine, if a little bit sore. And Click freaked out that it actually worked. And that, what the heck? Gods? Not real?
Magic?
Not any of that. All of that aside, the group decided to keep the rats for food because they need to ration food instead of going up in the street potentially getting caught. So they started walking back with these 2 rat carcasses, only to be caught off guard by a sound coming from behind them, a voice. Not anyone familiar to Click, but someone telling them they had a meeting with the Beggar King. And that is where we left off last time.
Not Burger King.
Gathers, is that you?
Not Gathers.
Outstanding. Well done, as always, Thomas. Now, as we do player introductions today, it's always good to do something you did not plan and do it live on stream. I'm going to get this camera up, and I'm going to try to go around.
Are we going to get close-ups?
And get
we're gonna get
close-ups.
I'm gonna cry.
Because you guys can't possibly realize how good this cosplay is. So let's start today. Here, I'll roll the die.
Roll it.
Everybody starts looking down
know,
like
I
the
was like,
teacher's going to ask a question. Let's see here. That is a 2. So,
Me?
You're too.
La.
Mila, hello. Mila is, I'm Rachel, hello. But Mila is a.
Do you want to get it any closer? I could maybe hold it a little
you
bit.
can't get too much closer because it's got. There you go.
Hi, I have a bunch of. Okay, Mila.
This is nerve-wracking. I'm saying this is a bad idea. I'm sticking a camera in your face, but the cosplay is so good.
Monkey, speak.
I'm speaking. All right, Mila is a very kind little girl, sickly looking, very small. She's got a missing tooth, dirt-faced hair, very curly and messy. Has a little rat friend named Finley, who has now started to accompany her. She has a necklace that is gold and white, and a little lavender sweater on, and she's trying her hardest. Oh man, there's a lot happening recently.
And then show the lantern one more time.
Oh, yes, of course.
Because
Are you kidding?
Mila always has a lantern.
little lantern.
There it is.
Yes.
Bravo, bravo. Well done. Next, we're gonna go to Duke.
Oh, Barry.
Easiest cosplay.
Real Slim Shady.
Duke is a 12-year-old young man whose family has been murdered in a, I don't know, some sort of political scheme. And now I'm just trying to survive, but the sadness, now we're in the grieving process, the sadness is now turning to a little anger, and now I just need one moment, one
little anger?
opportunity to seize the moment. And I need to capture the moment and not let it slip.
And cold,
Let's go.
and cold Click in the face. Is that what you're talking about?
I think
Cold clock,
you did.
click
Did
in
you
the
miss the
face.
Slim Shady reference there? Okay, all right. All right. Next we go to Dahlia.
Your sweater already.
Do we need
Love the
Hi.
freckles.
It's so good.
Hi, I am Cameron. I'm playing Dahlia today and hopefully all days into the future, unless I get eaten by more rats. Who knows?
Until the end of time.
Please don't.
Forever. Yeah, Dahlia's just, a young entrepreneur, just a woman in business. That's all. Lives on the outskirts of the Twilight Woods with her cool mom. Is here on business, making some new friends, having a great time. Yeah.
Well done. Oh, and
Oh, I got
Show off your cool half-elf ears that you're wearing.
Their satchel.
It's
I
so
got a bunch of
cute.
little bottles, little mushrooms, a little bag that has secret stuff in it. You can't know.
Secret stuff.
in it.
I got
don't-
my little ears. I got some
Yes.
piercings on
She
them.
pierced her elven ears.
She did.
My mom did. It was really cool. My mom let me pierce my ears. It's pretty cool.
Here, I got
We went to Claire's.
Hello, friends.
Getting very intimate. Oh my goodness.
Listen,
An evening with Thomas.
you're speaking with... Knock, knock, Violet. You're speaking with Click. Suave, sophisticated, and king of the streets. Click is a caramel-skinned full elf who does not know his parentage, but knows that the streets are his parents, the family, and that's all he needs.
Streets are
He's always got a black eye for some reason, and as you can tell, he hit himself very hard in the head the other session
the black eyed pea.
with a crowbar. He's got a bandana, which I will eventually get one that's nice and silky and silver and purple, but he has recently colored half of his hair to be a purple that matches his bandana using fruit and alcohol, and his hair smells really bad. And he wears a ragged garb, and he usually walks around barefoot. He wants to feel the streets beneath him, to know the city as its heart beats.
No,
I
That's
didn't know
Click.
that either. Are you just walking around the sewers without shoes on right
Yeah,
now?
friggin', I don't have open sword on my feet. I'll be fine.
shoes.
I won't get athlete's foot or anything weird.
And always knows to keep it smooth.
Oh, of course.
Smooth as silk.
I'm gonna get
All right.
so much of my lexicon into y'all's lexicons.
All right, so as we begin, session 4 of Tears of Aihrde. Thank you again to all of our mad chatters. Great job. We took a little extra time today on the intro, but with the cosplay, it was simply required. The party, known as the Understreet Rats, are now in the sewers of Altamira, having just felled actual rats, as said a moment ago, now drawn away by this stranger. As you walk through the sewers, the pale light filters in through grates, reflecting off of the moss and the sewage below, casting this strange kind of pale verdant hue.
Still fairly morning, right?
Yes,
Cool.
pale verdant hue. And your guide simply walks ahead of you. Looks like he's well over 6 feet tall, clad in the best you can make out, a brown cloak of some kind, and he walks along silently with just the expectation that you will follow, his boots crunching the soil beneath and occasionally splashing his feet.
See, that's why I walk barefoot. You don't hear anything coming from me, do you?
Slap, slap, slap. I think
Yes,
Dahlia,
actually
with
quite
lack
loud.
of an answer, just kind of like drags by the tail like one of the rats, and it's just like.
Can we say that Mila got her dagger that she threw 17 feet away?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah, so
awesome.
Mila's got her dagger. He did not answer the question about the rat, so yes, you can be dragging a rat behind you.
I guess I think about it and then I hoist it over my shoulder. 'Cause I'm like, I don't want.
Click has the other one, and then like 20 feet down, he gets a bit too tired and just. I'm going to leave this here. I think it's probably smarter. No, it's fine. I think.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we can leave
Are
it
you
here. It's not a big
tired?
deal. No, it's all right.
Is it too heavy?
No. I
you
could,
sure?
I could continue carrying it. I'm just thinking from a strategic point of view, it might be smarter not to walk into the Beggar King's office with like a.
Oh yeah, this is your thing. This is I'll hold
rat.
the rat. Yeah, no, I got
You
it.
don't need to hold both of them. It's all right.
Yeah, I'll just hold.
No, it's all right.
I hold it like a baby.
So I drop my
I
rat.
already have my rat.
Hang on
so
here, I
it's
gotta
okay.
switch the display. There we go.
Where's your rat?
The cat rat.
You're darn right.
They're getting along.
So, yeah, Finley doesn't really seem to take too well to these rats and is kind of crawling to the opposite shoulder of wherever
Yeah.
Dahlia is at. As she hefts the rat corpse over her body, you know, blood, intestines kind of pouring out of its mouth. She seems utterly nonplussed.
How far ahead is he walking? of us?
He's pacing himself, so he doesn't seem to get more than about 10 feet away or so.
Can I just kind of like gently like grab the cloak that you have and just kind of like tug you to the back of the group? Try not to make much of a noise
Okay.
to alert him that I'm just kind of shifting to the back and lowering my voice down to whisper, "Can you come up with a different name?" And that's all I'm gonna say because I'm a little too scared to even make you all aware.
No, it's fine, because while you're doing that, I don't even pay attention to it, and I jaunt up to get closer to this person, who is my hero, and I say, so, knock knock, Violet, listen, I'm a snakesman, so you can give me the lowdown.
He looks down at you, he grunts. You think you're something, don't you?
I mean, ever heard of click?
No.
Interesting. Well, the name's getting around.
Is it?
Yes.
What skills?
I told you I'm a snakesman.
So everyone says.
I can, I've opened a few boxes that shouldn't have been opened.
Have you now?
No, I didn't.
Straight up lying.
Because I realize in the moment that if this guy's a member of the Gogs, I shouldn't be claiming to do that, even though I really want to show off my skills.
Right.
And so a bit of real, genuine, honest truth comes out when he says, "No, I haven't." The first thing was a lie.
He kind of walks with you for a moment and he nods. You seem a decent sword lad. Just be careful.
Speaking of careful, Beggar King, right?
He prefers you call him Your Majesty. Remember that.
Good to know. Anything else I should know? Cool dude, right? Real suave individual.
Depends on whether or not he wants to kill you.
Does he want to kill us?
Not sure. He didn't say.
He doesn't want to kill us. We'll be fine.
I would love to insight
He doesn't
him
wanna kill
in
us,
this moment.
Okay, go ahead.
As a child? Yeah, I mean, I think that's a negative
That's
one,
like
actually.
a negative one, yeah.
What'd you actually roll?
I rolled a 3 on the die, and my
Okay.
wisdom is a 5. So take that as
So pretty good.
you will.
That is a negative 3. You rolled a 0.
I know exactly
All right.
what he's thinking.
So yes, you would think that you know exactly what he's thinking. You are absolutely confident that you are about to be rewarded for something. You're just not sure what it is.
Oh, how exciting! There's a little pep in my step now.
While we're walking there, you wouldn't
Is
happen to...
Is the one with the rat on the shoulder touched?
I lean in close. We're like 10 feet ahead of them. Yeah, probably a little bit. But it's fine. She's great. She's nice.
Mila, what about Luke?
Luke Beauregard.
Maybe something a little bit more. I'm keeping my voice low. Once again, I'm just speaking up to be heard. Maybe a little bit more,
Any,
different? Like,
any ideas?
Nathaniel.
Oh, he
It's
hates
so
it.
far, I mean, it's so far away from your actual name. The thing is, if you don't like it, that's even better.
Let's do a different name.
Okay. Derek.
Okay, Derek.
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 Very close to Duke.
It's better than Luke. Okay.
Dog.
Better than
Derek.
You changed one letter.
I think Dahlia would kind of like lumber up to like where Click and this person are walking, and she'd go, "Mister, what was your name? I don't think I got it."
That's because I didn't give it to you.
Oh, okay.
But salmon.
I knew that.
Salmon, nice to meet you. I'm Dahlia.
You could have just asked me, Dahlia.
I hand him my hand.
He looks at your hand. It's got rat gore all over it. You've been patting the. Nice to
Other?
meet you. That one is equally filthy.
Here. I'll reach out my hand, which is
Also
dirty,
filthy.
but it doesn't. It's not a bunch of. Well, no, it definitely is because I had to patch up Dahlia's wound. It definitely is still bloody.
Let's just. Good to meet you.
Have I heard the name Salmon on the streets before?
Roll knowledge. Good to meet you too. I'm gonna go turn the air up a bit. I am burning up. Is
Yeah,
it hot
I'm
in here?
sweating.
Yeah, okay.
I'm sweating a little. You
Weirdly
spell
enough,
his
I
name
feel all right.
S-A-L-M-O-N?
Well, he
Well,
didn't
you-
spell it out, but if he did, yes, he would have.
Sick.
You get the feeling that most people that are members of the GOGs probably just have words for their names rather than names for
That
theirs.
just in general?
I mean, my name's Click. We met Gathers. This
Oh.
is Salmon.
This makes a lot of sense. They're patterns.
Was that?
No, that's too. Well, I guess we got time to kill. Was that something that you that was already baked into the game, or was that something that you kind of came up with?
No, I think John's just playing on it. I just named my character Click. and-
Awesome.
Duke's new name is Derek.
I like that you said that while John was gone because the character wasn't there, right? He poofed out of existence for a hot second.
He ran ahead. He wanted
Knowledge
to
local of a
give them more
21.
21.
I have 18 intelligence.
Yeah, you
Smart.
actually do recall having heard this name. One of Gather's associates, you'd heard it kind of mentioned in passing during one of your tithes. Didn't really catch much about it, but this is definitely a name you've heard.
Ah, good at swimming upstream, I hear. Little joke. It's all right. You can laugh.
No, you see, yeah, he actually gets like a little still. Like, I almost told you not to, but I thought you were smart enough not to need me to.
Yeah, it's fine.
He continues why like he got very quiet now. Like apparently that was not kosher.
It's a little GOG joke. Don't worry about it.
I think Dahlia kind of doesn't realize that he's gone very silent.
Click
and
pulls
she's
his-
just like, so how long have you lived in the city?
Oh wait, should I push it up into my nose?
Mouth always gets him in trouble.
Roll stew persuasion.
Sure. So 11.
We are gonna let our mouths get us into so much trouble.
We already have.
11. My charisma's 13, but
Okay, yeah, all right, so it's a plus
12?
2. Yeah, so all my life.
that's amazing.
No, it's not. Much better places to live.
Really? Where?
You ever been to the Free City? Not this one. They stole the name. The proper Free City, Greyhawk. I hear every man lives in a palace there. Limitless coin and gold. Women abound, or men if that's your taste. This place, he looks around at the sewers. Not much of a home, if you ask me.
Have I heard of Greyhawk?
Do knowledge geography. I mean,
Am
it's.
I good at that?
Sorry about that, Jay. Yeah, John just punched him in the face.
It's intelligence. So that's a 17.
A 17. Yeah, actually, you know what? I mix up my campaign.
I was gonna say.
Forget that whole conversation. Huge DM failure.
What if he's just pranking us?
No,
He's
yeah,
just lying
no,
to me
he's
for
a
fun.
planar traveler, is what he is.
This guy's
Salmon.
magic.
No, he references, far off homes, forested areas, places of green where a man can breathe and stretch, where the only things that try to kill you have proper teeth other than knives. This is no place for a man to live. Can cause him to hallucinate about non-existent cities.
Well, Mr. Salmon, I hope you get to travel more soon.
Well, we'll see. Oh, look, we're just ahead. Great.
Could I have said that while we're walking, I'm trying to kind of keep track of where we've gone and look at possible things that I could mark as we passed this before this turn that we took.
Very good, very good. So you did take several twists and turns as you went. You're trying to pay attention. You, in fact, would estimate you've been headed generally in the direction of the merchant quarter, so
Okay.
toward the north.
But not past the wall yet.
You tough to tell, but most likely not past the wall. But then it goes slightly down, and you can see the light here changes from that more greenish hue. The light is a little bit brighter coming in from bigger grates, and you have just a little more normal lighting. And yes, you were thinking something.
So, this would go over into my area. wouldn't it?
Not yet, if we're in the merchant.
So remember, you had the merchant quarter sitting between the noble quarter and the low quarter. So you know you're.
But this is a sewer system, so it should go over there, right?
one
Shouldn't
would
it?
presume, yeah.
Unless they also wall off the sewers.
They wouldn't do that.
They say this is all the dirty filth and this is all the clean filth.
I mean, they could put like grades. I don't know.
Listen, my conversations.
Just
I'm headed over there after this.
Duke, your voice got so deep this.
He's what, 12?
He swam upstream from.
It's about time, right?
Yeah, it's not, that's
You know.
abnormal.
I've read this thing called puberty. It's crazy.
I've always wanted to roleplay that again.
No, please no.
Acne.
Such a great time in life. Click is gonna like slow his roll for a second and get back to Duke and Mila and just be like,
Derek.
I heard the news.
Start spreading.
No. He likes to be called Your Majesty, and I would probably recommend
A bow.
Tell me if I need to take the face mask off while I'm talking. I'll do it anyways.
It's slowly sliding.
I would probably recommend letting me be the one to do the talking.
You get us into trouble every time.
Well,
You talk too
mean?
much. I would let her talk.
I think
I'm still up there, like, with the guy, just kind of like...
I think that the beggar or the majesty is going to reward us for something.
That's an interesting thought.
Should we bow? Like,
Yes.
Your Majesty.
Yes.
Yes,
Why don't we
bow.
do that, actually? Let's
we
right
practice?
arm out. No, that's your
Yeah.
right arm back.
Yeah, so-
left arm in.
Okay.
What are
Duke,
we
you're doing the opposite. No. You got it. Yes.
Curtsy. And I'll do a very bad curtsy
Oh, I
because
don't
I've only
even-
read them
So,
in books and
we
I don't
should
know
go-
how
I
it
didn't
works.
bring a On a dress or cue. anything.
Me neither. You just grab it imaginarily.
We could do it
you can
together.
bow, you can bow.
We could do it together.
You can bow.
Lean the rat. My body, and I like...
Oh gosh.
I think
This is
gonna go great.
This is
guys.
gonna go real
Put the
good.
rat down. I'll put the rat down.
Well, we practiced. I think.
I don't think we
they'll
practiced.
Understand.
Yeah, as you're talking,
Please make it stop.
Salmon is he just shakes his head, and but then eventually he stops at what appears to be a dead end, and to his left is a huge iron grate. Water passes through coming this way, and he goes straight up to a wall, and
secret entrance.
he pushes up against the wall.
Can I see
and
where he
you
pushes?
So go ahead and roll perception.
Oh,
I
I'm
would
watching.
love to watch as well.
All of you are trying to see. He's being a bit surreptitious with how he does it.
Okay.
But he does
You don't-
push on it, and you see the door slide back.
Another secret entrance.
4 on the dice.
14.
11.
Okay.
A 13 is a +1, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, Mila, you think
14.
you may have seen, but you're not sure.
Okay.
You'd have to test it. But
Eyesight
your
is bad
effort,
down here.
your effort to even notice this is immediately overwhelmed by what your senses behold. After traveling through the muck and gray of the sewers, when this door opens up, it reveals an entire realm underground. You see massive wooden planks and platforms suspended on ropes, attached to ancient pillars that were once part of the sewer structure now, but also suspended from above and across. And more than this, you see illumination everywhere, glowing of torches and lanterns. Immediately, the scent, the scent of spices and oils assault your. In fact, a cacophony of scents. It's so much, it's overwhelming almost, almost not unpleasant. But overwhelming. And as your eyes adjust, you see there are people walking everywhere, mostly young people like yourselves, any as young as like 5 and 6 years old to teenagers. All of them look fairly well fed. Some are doing chores, carrying things back and forth as their feet plonk across wooden platforms. And you look up ahead, you can see as it goes deeper, it's a large cavern, open, stone ceiling at the far end, but everything suspended on these wooden platforms. Yes?
Do the kids seem to have similar facial features, as if they might be family?
Difficult to tell from this distance, but no, you can see even different skin tones, different, like these are like of all ages, types, shapes, colors, young people, other presumably members of the Gogs.
Do they look happy? Or do they look okay?
Yeah, roll insight.
I would.
4.
Stop rolling that dice.
No.
4. Yeah, as you
Go
look
to the trash.
It's a 2.
to the best you can see, I mean, they do seem to be more or less happy. I mean, clearly they're offering in service, but none look malnourished, none look beaten, none look as though they're suffering. And as the light goes further down against the stonework, you can see there is sort of a central figure of attention. And Salmon stops. This is as far as I go. There he is. And he points. And as you look, you can just from here see a fairly corpulent man sitting on what looks like a wooden throne.
Thank you.
Yeah, I look at him and I say, Mr. Salmon, it was really nice to meet you. Thank you for walking with us.
It's appreciated. It's scary through here. We probably wouldn't have found it otherwise.
Look, you all seem nice enough, kids. Just be careful.
Okay. You too. And good luck on your travels.
Yeah.
He walks away, leaving you alone on the wooden platform. No one seems to be paying you any mind. A little boy of maybe 7 years old, wearing sort of ratty gray clothing, looks up, wipes his nose. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
How are
You're pretty. Or can't decide which one's prettier.
It doesn't have to be a contest.
No,
We
Dolly
can
is
both be
very
pretty.
We know it's me. Can we go? Listen, let's get moving, please.
We probably don't want to make him wait. Your Majesty, wait. Is it yours, ours, or the Majesty?
Let's
We're
just-
referring
Mr.
to
So-
Your Majesty.
Your
Mr.
Majesty.
Your Majesty.
I'm gonna
Your
talk.
Majesty. Your Majesty. Okay.
You just wait behind. I'm gonna do the talking.
Okay.
Click walks ahead.
We all follow Click?
Following. Yeah.
Bye.
All right.
I wave at the little boy. Thank you for being so nice. I hope you have a good day.
You walk forward and you go past an assortment of curios. You see crates and boxes and candles and silverware and cups and clearly many things which would be larger than anything that would be tossed inside of an offering plate. The Gogs apparently do quite well, and this is the opulence as testament to the strength of the Beggar Society. The Guild's gentle supplication has indeed proven to be quite lucrative. You approach closer, and now you can see the large man. He sits back. He's got short cropped hair that's kind of graying at the temples. He's got one hand resting on a prodigious belly, but he's wearing very opulent looking silks, purple garments, got camouflage, I mean not camouflage, but caramel colored pants and slick black boots. And as he sits back, you get closer, you notice there is a young lady of perhaps 14, 15 winters that sits beside him and has a basket full of grapes. And she just keeps offering him grapes as he sits upon the throne. And
Human?
Have I seen a grape before?
Is the beggar?
Do I know what grapes are?
Yeah, you guys would know what grapes are.
Okay.
Yeah. So here we have Click, Duke, or Derek, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Derek.
All right,
Derek, Dean,
Dahlia,
Dog.
and Mila. And there is a good-sized tabby cat that sits
course.
at the man's feet. And
Does he appear to be a human?
yes, he does appear to be human. And He looks up. You see steely gray eyes, partially obscured by thick, bushy eyebrows.
I look back to everyone and I begin to bow and. Your
Majesty!
Majesty.
Mr. Your Majesty.
He laughs. Not an entirely wicked laugh. He just, obviously used to getting what he wants, but he appreciates the gesture. As he reaches in and plucks another grape from the basket, you do note he's missing 2 fingers on his left hand as he reaches into the grape basket. And that leads you to look.
These
two missing. And then as you look at the hand that he has sitting on his belly, you notice that 3 of the fingers are twisted in horribly bad directions, clearly haven't been broken and healed in that way. And he looks up at you. Welcome to my home.
It's beautiful.
Thank you for the
Isn't it?
invitation.
Yeah.
It beats the rest of the sewer, doesn't it?
It's gorgeous.
It is amazing to see that our work is doing well.
Those grapes look delicious.
They are. He pops another one in, chomps down, juice squeezes out.
Your Majesty, certainly you recognize one of your own humble workers. Click.
No. But I have heard of what you've done. I hope it's not true. Bad for business.
What have you heard, Your Majesty?
You've been blurring the lines, haven't you, Click?
I
He's in trouble.
may have been a little confused about intention behind some money, but I assure you that the money was given, and if it was not, it can be returned.
You think it's as simple as that, do you? You just return the money you've stolen and, the Thieves Guild, Lord Drarius, the deposed, will just understand it was a mistake is all, right?
I hope so.
We'll come back to you in a moment. These are not supplicants.
Is it okay that
sir.
we're here?
Yes, we're pretty new to town.
Your Majesty.
Your Majesty.
Your Majesty.
I just enjoy this. We're going to roleplay this character a lot. You're all just going to sit here and bow to the DM all day and say, Your Majesty. I'm teasing,
Your
I'm teasing,
Majesty.
I'm teasing. All right, so when you say, is it okay for us to be here, he looks over at you and says, a little late to be asking that, isn't it?
Well, I guess that's true.
They followed me. Salmon told us to come at your request, and they followed me.
So now you're both a beggar, a thief, and a noble.
I guess.
See, he takes a long look at Duke.
When he takes that pause, I lean over to Dahlia and I say, "The money that I gave them was yours. I need you to tell him that you gave it."
Yeah.
Can you do that?
Of course. I think, in that moment, as he's kind of looking, Dahlia would kind of take the rat off her shoulder and kind of just sit it on the ground. Like it's sort of like a large stuffed animal or something. And kind of rest it there. And would go, Mr. Your Majesty, would it be okay if I say something? I don't want to speak out of turn or be rude.
What do you say, Jilly? He looks over at the girl that's got the grapes, and she just smiles. Whatever you think, Glottimus.
I look at her and I give her a nice smile as well, just acknowledging kind of her presence in the space. And I wait for him to respond.
Okay. When she says he just sort of nods.
Okay. Well, I want to maybe just say some nice things about Click, if that's okay. The money that he had, it was mine and I gave it to him. And that's okay. We're friends. And I'm pretty good at sharing, I think. But also, I really think he's a good person. I think he's honorable, and I think he cares about this city a lot.
I think you severely misapprehend what matters to me, but your
I am a
words
little
are
new.
kind.
I'm sorry.
But you did say something about money that you gave him. I didn't know anything about that. Tell me more.
Well, when I came to town, there were some boys who were really rude, and they wanted to take my backpack, and I gave Click some money as a way to say thank you for helping me, because they all helped me get out of that scrape. I don't think I would maybe be here and be okay if it wasn't for all of them.
Hold that thought.
Okay.
He looks over at Mila, but even as he does, like occasionally his eyes cut toward Duke. What
Derek.
say you?
I will do a little bow, Your Majesty. Thank you. About the situation at hand, you want to know my thoughts?
Do you find Click to be this paragon of nobility which should somehow move my black and feckless heart?
Well, I don't
No,
think
you
he's
don't. No,
noble,
you're no
and I
black
don't
heart.
think
You're
you
very
have-
nice.
You seem very nice. You've been very, very honest with us so far, and it's been very kind.
We supplicants do very well because of you.
But
Don't sell yourself short.
if I were to speak on Click's behalf, since I got to the city about 3 days ago, he's been very helpful to me. I didn't know where to go or what the Bobette was, and when I came across them, she was in trouble, and I saw that Click had come in to help, and then we ended up getting round up together. But he very much cares for the city, and he said so many times. He wishes to do what is right for not only the Gogs, but for his people as well, which is all of us.
Who are your people?
The people of Altamira.
All of them?
Everyone.
And he said so many times.
How can that be? Can your people be the same that kill my people? Or the people that rob in the night? Or the Black Guild, which is rumored? Could your people be the wealthy that suck off of this land? Perhaps your people are the Von Poppins.
I don't know exactly what the
Betrayed.
answer is. I'm sorry, Your Majesty. I just want to care for the innocent and good people of Altamira. The people who helped raise me.
This is Rachel. When he says Von Poppin, can I try to I don't know if it would be easily to distinguish that he spit that word.
Yeah, I mean, no, it was very much vitriolic.
He clearly does not like
no,
the Von
definitely not.
Poppins. I'm my eyes dart to Duke and then back.
Who do? And I know the
Maybe
Von
not your
Derek.
best.
Yeah. So the Klaus von Poppen.
Those are
and
the- that's
von
the note.
Poppen
That's the
merchant
note.
house.
Letter
That
boy.
was the merchant house that your father was trying to
That's right,
expose
okay,
to the
okay.
mayor.
That's what the note's about.
Yes.
Oh.
And he doesn't like the Von Poppins.
Oh, that's a good thing.
I care about the people who are innocent and on the streets of Altamira. I care about those who own homes, who pay their taxes, and I don't know. I'm sorry.
It's a little bit daunting to all of you to see Click's facade just suddenly fall
Yeah.
away. All of the bravado and all of the, you can literally see he's trembling. Your ears are shaking.
I think Dahlia in that moment, you kind of watch as her posture to the side of him, she's standing up much straighter than she normally is, and there is I wouldn't say pride, but attempted bravery, and probably wild unknowing of who this person is. But I think wants to be there where her friend is not able to be right now, and be that person that I think that she has seen Click to be in so many scenarios. Yeah.
Okay. As you had spoken a moment ago, and he said, hold that for a moment, and then he came to you. Once you speak, his eyes pivot back, and whereas before, they were alert. You know, they were attentive, but it's almost like watching the eyes of a predator focus, like a hawk's pupil. That his eyes come back to you, and his face gets very serious. It's true then. I know who you are. That's why you're here. Silver-tongued. That's what my man at the gate said. Couldn't understand how these young girls and this brash lad and this blubbering noble could talk their way through the gate. Something to take note of, and, well, you are silver-tongued.
So
But
you...
make no mistake, I know what happens in my city.
Yes, Your Majesty. You have heard of us, then?
I can't tell if that's in character or not.
I like it is, yes. I like
Okay.
you, boy. You've got balls.
Mila laughs a
He
little.
reaches
with-
down and he pets the tabby at his feet. Leans back.
I like your cat.
He'd like that. And he kind of nods at Finn.
He's welcome to any of this one. Just shoots at the large rat.
I thought you were about to offer Finn.
I was like, no, never. No, I very clearly both hands point towards.
I'll quietly whisper to Finley, he won't get to you, it's okay, I have you, you're good.
He kind of smirks. Then he gets serious again. What's in the bag?
Oh. I'm not carrying my backpack.
Oh, you're not?
No.
We left everything
Oh,
back.
you left it back in the... Oh, okay.
No valuables were
All right,
taken
thank
with
you.
us.
Duke
said-
has backpack.
Duke has a backpack.
Oh, doesn't he look like a hunchback?
Oh, you still have the...
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, you still...
Whatever Duke did with the backpack is, so he could have left it in.
Oh,
But you do remember what I told the gathers.
oh
He looks over it. He looks over at Duke again. For some reason, I thought you had taken that out. No, you asked him to, but he did not. I agreed
yeah.
to do it. That's what happened. He looks over at Duke and he says, "Boy,
Your Majesty.
I've seen efforts to try to clip. I've seen those that try to look the part.
That's not gonna fly very well here.
I've never seen such a mama's farce of a disguise as what you're wearing. What do you have under that cloak?"
Your Majesty, would you like the whole story? You obviously seem interested.
We would love to be straightforward and honest if you would allow.
pretty
I would love to hear the story while he takes off that cloak.
It's okay.
Your Majesty. Why?
You might.
You look up at me and my eyes are wide. You can see all the white of my eyes staring you back. I just...
We have you. We need to trust someone.
So you said why, right?
Yes.
All right. When you said why, he leans forward, and his voice takes on this very feigned amiability. It's like almost more threatening than the piercing eye gaze that he had before. And he said, "Do you remember, lad? A few moments ago, I was talking about how I know pretty much everything that happens in my city. When someone comes into my hallowed domain and tries to hide something from me, especially doing such a poor job, let's just say I get a little more than curious."
While he's looking at him, Click is going to take a second to scan around to see if anyone is well equipped around us, if there are any guards looking at us, like if any of these kids are obviously
Yep.
guards.
Yeah. Okay. Well, no. The kids clearly do not appear to be guard-like
But are there
in nature.
adult guards?
But as you look around, and I'll pull it up here so that the viewers can see
The
on the screen.
idea of a 7-year-old in full plate is really funny to me now.
Wear
really
full
funny.
plate to be a guard.
You do notice that standing over in the shadows against the platform, there are full-grown men, presumably those who graduated from the more simple work of the Gogs and now have taken up positions as guards. And so,
I imagine
yes.
they are looking right at us, huh?
They don't seem to be concerned with you, but a lazy eye
Okay, so
kind
that
of goes
Click does
over.
take a small breath after he sees that they're not terribly concerned,
All
but
right,
still
so
keeping them.
I turn to Mila. Here, just take it off.
Oh, okay. I will help him take off the backpack.
Okay, take it
Okay.
off.
That's my backpack.
I give it to her. I hold it.
My mom gave it to me. The backpack.
And Derek,
Derek.
say it one more time.
Derek.
That's what I thought.
Your Majesty, we have not been forthright with you, and you deserve the truth.
I would say you would be the one that deserved to give me the truth.
Yes, you're right. I should be the one. His name is not Derek. And I'm certain you know this. You called him a noble earlier. We were in the noble quarter to search his house.
That's why you went through the gates.
And Your Majesty, it was my idea for him to have a different name. Blame me for that. I do apologize. That is not
Okay,
any
I
of their
will.
dealing.
I am the leader of this organization. It is my fault that I allowed it to happen.
Organization. You are a cheeky one. Organization. What's in the bag?
We went to his house to find it. It is a possession of Duke's.
We'll see if it is or not.
Gathers tried to take it from us
He pulls and pops another grate.
by force.
Okay, roll persuasion. Because this is truth, so you're not bluffing, so lose
No,
all
I am not.
persuasion.
Do you have any pluses?
I have 2,
You might
but I don't know if this is the moment that I want to use it on
That's
though.
fair.
I mean, it's up to you. There's potential.
yeah, it's
to
all
Hey, if you're in the
take it
chat
away.
and some bits you want to drop,
We're very scared. Thomas. Thomas.
That's a nat 1.
Oh no.
That is a nat 1.
Oh, and it was.
Thank you, Red
Thank,
Rab.
thank you, Tracy.
Thank you.
So
Save that one for next
I
time.
do have 18 charisma, so that is a +4. But it is.
But that's
It's a
still
one.
a
I know it's a 1. I know it's a 1.
It's a nat one.
Yeah, I know, John.
Kick him while he's down. Why don't you?
You just start crying.
I fall on the ground.
Duke.
It's my box! It's mine!
It's Duke's go-to move every time.
Cry.
Yeah.
Again.
It works.
It's really sad to watch a 12-year-old boy cry in your throne room.
Give me my box, Talia.
Yeah,
I got it. It's mine. It's mine. It's mine. We went back to get it.
All right. Well, let's see what the consequences of
go
my
back to
natural one
one.
are.
So you say he tried to take it by
I
force.
said Gathers tries to take it by
Gather
force.
tried to take it by force. When you say this,
I don't like this.
he waves his hand, and whoever was playing the instrument in the back goes quiet. Let's play a game. Shall we, Click? Do you know what vocabulary means? Have you heard that word before?
Mila nods vigorously.
Sure. Yes.
Means learning words. I'm going to teach you a word. Do you know what the word sedition means?
That's a new one.
Thought it might be. Let's just say in this case it's when you do something you shouldn't do that hurts the broader organization. Like trying to turn me against my own man for your benefit. I don't like being lied to, boy.
Wasn't lying.
He was trying to protect us!
Gathers has done good for me. I don't do it against Gathers. I just wanted to say it because it proved that it was Duke's.
And I just wanted my treasure, so he's protecting me. Click is a good guy.
Oh my gosh. Mila looks super happy
Click's
that
facade
this is just.
of sadness breaks for half a second and then it comes right back.
That little like a video game prop where it's like, click will remember that.
You got a +1.
I think Dahlia kind of like one. I think somewhere deep inside of her, the way that Click was just talked to greatly upsets her.
Yeah.
But I think as a kid knows like this isn't my place. Like
Right,
I know
right.
what happens when I talk back to grown-ups.
Right, right.
And I think she just kind of looks at him and goes, Duke lost a lot recently. And his story's not mine to tell. But he only has a few things left. And that's all he has. And
Clutching my butt.
I would like to go over and try to console a little bit.
And I think you're right. We did some things in maybe the not best of ways to help him. But I think it's important to be able to remember people.
This is not a question of whether you break the DM. You break the DM every week. This is the question of whether you break Glottimus the Beggar King.
You got a +1.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Renred.
I know. Your description. I'd heard once before. You shanked the Yellowknife, didn't you?
You see, again, I think Dahlia has a myriad of smiles that she kind of presents. Some are very, like, duplicitous, and this is a very, like, genuine kind of sheepish one. And she goes, well, he did try to take my bag.
He smiles.
Sorry, I know that's not a great thing to do.
That bag.
Uh-huh.
Give me the box, boy.
I say, like, in an instant after he says that, we don't take what isn't given. But he's not saying that in a way as if to teach a lesson to the Beggar King. He says it as if he's heard those words 1,000 times, as if they're coming out like from a book, a handbook in his pocket. And he just looks down and stares, and he doesn't move.
Roll D20.
Me?
Stop asking me to do that.
He said, give me the box.
Sorry.
Am I allowed to use pluses for this
Yes,
one?
you can. Uh-huh.
Use them. Use them.
I can't look at you.
He takes
Using all
the
four.
box.
What? Wait, no, wait. Wait for my roll to happen.
Oh, wait. Give me the box back.
Pause.
Does Click really say, like,
It's an 18 on the dice. I used 4 pluses. And if you want to know my charisma, it's an 18. Which is also 4.
yeah, and so by the way, if you're watching today and you
Total of 26.
So if you're watching today,
No, please.
you missed previous episodes. So these characters are all around 11 years old. They will not remain this way the entire campaign. I do get the question often, like, how long will they be in this? Well, not often, but it's
The way
come up
we're
a couple
acting,
times.
not much.
Yeah,
We're gonna be out of this city. In
I don't have a set time frame on it, but there will be a point in the campaign where they will advance to adults. So think of this like they each have backstories, but then this is sort of additional backstory, but that's being influenced by player choices and decisions. They are truly classless. In this current situation, mean that in the true D&D sense of the word, not in the sort of pejorative "you have no class" sense.
I mean,
That was the wrong thing to do.
I tried to put my hair behind my ear, and my ear's too long now.
No, I think she knew exactly what she was doing. Yeah. So it is. My point being that some of their stats are modified. So their strength is modified down, of course, because they're younger. Their constitution is modified down. And their wisdom is modified down, assuming that wisdom generally requires some measure of experience with age, although there are certain exceptions to that. For example, perception, which is modified by wisdom. There is no reason for a true basic perception check of, can I see, that little mouse go through the hole 40 feet away? You can do that at 11 years old just as well as you can, if not better, at 22. But then their dexterity is unmodified and their charisma is unmodified, which of course is the really critical one in this case, along with intelligence. So, Click. Both these things happen. You hand the box as Click says the words. And go ahead and say the words again, Click.
We don't take what isn't given.
26.
You see, you say these words, and the Beggar King pauses with the box in his hands. He was looking at the box a moment ago. What did you say to me, boy?
Take it back, take it back, take it back.
We don't take what isn't given.
Oh boy.
And that's where we'll go to break. So we'll take our one and only break for the day today.
I thought you were gonna end the game, and I was like,
I'm sweating so much.
So today, we're going to do a giveaway. It is Tis the Season, and one of the most in-demand giveaways that we now have are these new toques made by
Stop
Amanda.
calling them that. Vivi has tainted you with her
I know, I've got to
Canadianness.
honor it. I've got to honor it.
it's wholesome and good.
It's wholesome and good.
Or Tennesseans call them toboggans, or Californians call them beanies.
I always called it a beanie.
So this,
Are you
it's
from
kind of hard to
Tennessee?
see, but it's actually it's three-dimensional, not
Everybody I've
three-dimensional.
known
It's
from
holographic.
Tennessee
That's what I was
calls
looking
them
for.
toboggans.
Changes colors in the light. You've got a cool detachable. Look at that.
Everybody I've
Pom
known.
pom.
What?
I know.
Yeah, so you can
Yes,
pull that
it's a
off.
magnet.
And it's a magnet, so you can. And so
Don't go
we're going to give
flipping that
away
thing
around. I know.
one of these today. And want to say thank you to Amanda. We did our mods of Blue Box shout out this week. All 4 of our mods, absolutely fantastic.
Goodness,
Great.
you
We
guys.
have one in the room right now. Thomas is absolutely incredible. Amanda, of course, made the toques. You've seen Robert all over the chat tonight. Always great support. Rob, by the way, fun game yesterday with Jay's crew. And then, of course, Rory, who is Anaho, played Gimbal, also very active in our mods.
Fills in our
chat.
opposite week.
Right, fills in every other week with Fall of Red Dawn. And so thank you again to all the mods, but especially today, thank you to Amanda for these super cool toques. We'll give one of those away, and then depending on how we do in the back half of the stream, we may have one other giveaway. Before we go to break, we want to thank everybody for the active chat, for all the support to our PCs. We'll add that all in and track it all to their numbers. You guys are awesome. Blue Box, I believe it is the most supportive community anywhere in D&D Twitch. I know we are not the biggest, and candidly, we've talked a lot about growth. Cameron, I want to see this grow, but I do not want to be
Manipulated?
that, and I don't want to be like, I don't want to be huge. I don't want to be.
trying to say?
No, I mean, like I joked the other day. Me saying I don't want to be like Critical Role is like me saying I don't want to be as big as Shaq. It ain't ever going to happen anyway, right? So it's like, how humble of you, John, to say it. No,
Wear stilts.
Yeah. But I'm saying I honestly would like to just see the community continue to grow in the way that it is. But it's more important to me that it's the kind of people that we're growing with than just the size. So I'd rather have a great community that's supportive, the kind of people that we have here, creative, really generous, contributing, to charities the way that we have supported St. Jude and Save the Children and other charities. See this community continue to grow. Blue Box Con coming up next year. We're getting all kinds of inquiries for that, so planning has to start going. We've got a lot of people that have never been that are talking about coming.
Finally.
But just for all that, I want to say thank you to all of you. So, before we go to break, we have one question for you today. If you're watching the show and you've not yet followed,
Goodness.
or if you're a follower who's not yet subbed, thank you, Tracy. Or if you're a sub whose sub has expired and you have not yet resubbed, we have one question for you here today on Blue Box. What are you doing? Tears of Aihrde Cosplay Special Edition. We'll be right back.
Pew pew. Incredible. I was
It's perfect.
I was really hoping he was gonna.
eyes. I can't have
Wait, did you dirty yourself? Yeah. I couldn't tell because
And
the throat.
everybody, if anybody is watching this,
I also couldn't tell.
don't worry, the kids are going to be fine.
I thought literally all you did was
hurt
walk down
children
the
on my stream. They're going to be fine.
He's gonna do it. Don't believe him. You gotta keep watching.
Don't believe him.
Don't believe him.
Guys, I'm having a lot of fun. No, like genuinely, this is a really fun roleplay experience to be like
I'm sweating
a scaredy cat kid.
immensely.
You're doing a great job of it, by the way. Well done.
Surprisingly, I feel like Mew is one of the most like.
I'm glad that the trembling was picked up.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was. Your ears was going.
I was specifically trying to make that happen, so.
You did great.
You did great.
Thanks.
I wanted to cry when I looked at you.
I have teared up many times in what Click is saying, and that's Click doing that, and I mean it's also Thomas doing it, but
In character and out of character, big mad. Don't like the way my friend's being talked to.
Me neither. When you said the vocabulary thing, I was excited to learn something new. I was just a jerk about it.
He was just being mean.
you know what's great though is
Mean.
Click probably did learn a new word.
Yeah, I was like, I'm sure that we all did.
I think I will never forget what that word means now. I am gonna stand at least.
Yeah.
worry.
I'm going to walk, chat. Don't be sad. We'll be back.
be
Don't
sad.
cry. Don't cry for me, Argentina.
Don't cry for me, Argentina.
I'm so happy about these piercings. They're
Oh my
never gonna
gosh,
get
they're
picked up
so
on camera.
good.
I was like, I lose earrings all the time, and so I was like, oh.
This was the bag that, when you got your bag, that was like just the one it reminded me of. I bought this like several years ago. I've never used it until now.
It's really cute.
It's really nice. Like it's leather. It is actual leather.
The button's really
And I
nice.
wanted to get a thing that I can like go across
Yeah.
because that's how I expect Mila's to be.
Yes.
But I did not have a belt that was big enough for me. So I forgot that I have the missing tooth right now.
really awesome. That's literally what I wanted for Alcott, was a book holster.
Yeah, that's why I have it. I might be shocked.
That is super cool.
I wanted to get like go across.
Yeah, right. You should definitely do that.
Couldn't find a belt large enough to go across me, but soon, next time.
Kind of like the.
You don't know anything.
Like a messenger bag type deal.
Oh yeah, or like I've got the scabbard I have.
Yeah,
Where this goes across the
exactly.
shoulder.
It's Pathfinder.
Exactly. But yes, it does have a little leg strap. And it's removable. That's so true.
Super cool.
It's really cool.
No, what's really cool is that it's Lord of the Rings in Latin.
So do you want to take a look at
Yes,
it?
please. Let me see it.
Oh. No,
Mine
that's
is an
wrong.
in-character journal.
Is it really?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
You've started one of those?
Uh-huh.
Oh my
It's got all
god!
my secrets in it.
I
Chandler
plan
did that.
on
Alcott did that.
making a fake book cover for them. I'm gonna
If you
have
ever
2
try to
books. I
steal
plan on
my
making little
backpack.
fake
My
book
turn.
covers. Very excited.
Nice. Very nice.
Oh, click! You got 2 more.
Oh my gosh.
Good, because I used all of them up.
Yeah, you
Ate
did.
all of them for breakfast.
Understandably so. You got a 26 though. I'm excited to see what happens with this.
We'll
26.
see if that's good enough.
I don't know. I mean, to be fair, you did roll it at one that one time. I don't know how. It'll be fine. It'll
Thank
be great.
you, Amanda.
It'll be fine. It'll be great. It'll be great. It'll be fine.
Hey, stop.
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna stop.
No, keep going.
No, I don't
it's
really want
funny.
to give him ideas. Unless they're good ones. Oh my gosh, he loves all of us and accepts us and gives us jobs.
He thinks we're good and cool.
He thinks we're
Yeah,
so cool
you were
and
like,
good.
I love that your character came into this like, we're gonna be rewarded.
I
He's
know.
gonna give us good things. I'm still holding on hope.
I gotta know that cat's name.
I love this. Is so
Is that your goal
cool.
before we
really
leave here?
cool.
Throwing the name of the cat?
Absolutely.
Once again, thank my brother. for
Vastita
it.
Smogus.
Yeah, he took like 3 years of Latin. He was gonna take a 4th year of it, but he would be the only one in the class in Latin 4, so he didn't take it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's- I
Yeah.
took 1 year of Latin in high school.
How many years did Jordan take?
He took 3, I think.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed my
It's
1 year of
really
Latin more than my
cool.
3 years of French.
I like
so
that the map
freaking
is also
cool.
written in Latin.
That's
Yeah, I
what
know.
I'm saying.
All right, here we
And it's a
go.
lightweight book. I picked up Beowulf
Yes,
to be
we
it at first. It's very
we've
heavy.
heard it's your book, my friend.
Yes, that's him.
We know Garrett.
I'm the Latin guy.
I'm the Latin guy. Hey,
Yeah, you are.
Veritas.
He's the
all right,
nerd.
so
Get him.
Nerd.
let's go.
I just happen to be friends with him, which is great.
Okay, so as we get ready to resume the role play, let me kick off the giveaway.
I like that he knows that I stabbed somebody.
Sneak peek. Oh my gosh.
Are you sure that he likes that you stabbed him?
Amanda,
He
I
sounded
just
happy
saw
about
what you
it.
sent.
Let me see, let me see, let me
It
see, let me
looks
see.
so good.
Oh, is she making you a rat?
Wait.
Finley. I'm so excited. No way. Oh, I
Amanda.
can see on my phone what we look like, and it looks so cool.
We look great.
I can see it a lot better on my phone than I can up there. Crazy. It's like
Am I spelling it right? I always forget. Is it Tocque? Is that how you spell the toque?
T-O-U.
T-O-Q-U-E.
No C. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's just T-O-Q-U-E.
All right,
I was
got
going
it.
to say T-O-U-Q-U-E,
Just hat.
but no, I think it is T-O-Q-U-E.
I actually I did come close to just putting hat in. I did. All
Vivi
right.
pronounces it
incredible.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
doesn't
So
feel right for the
excited.
spelling.
Oh my goodness.
Type exclamation point
Canadians.
toque in the
But have you
chat.
seen American
point
language?
Oh.
Yeah.
American language?
Would can be spelled
Night.
many different
Night.
ways. Night, night.
Right.
American language?
Would, could, should.
Have you seen French?
Wood.
Ah, yes. Let us put 12 letters at the end that are not pronounced.
Well, it's kind of funny you guys are talking about this because we also have another interesting English. Oh, Robert! Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let's go. Thank you,
Duke
sir.
gets nothing.
Robert.
And I can tell
You
That-
all so and so.
that is. That
That's
was
gonna
mean,
be-
Robert.
It's gonna be helpful upcoming. Is that what you're saying? Is that
Yes,
we're
it'd be
gonna
very
need that?
helpful in a moment.
Oh.
But don't even assume. Don't assume you know why. Don't
Yeah.
assume you know why.
Yeah.
All right. So
Scared.
that's a good
I'm scared,
joke.
though. I'm scared, though.
Deal the Dane said, fool of a toque.
Yes, that one's like yeah.
Good stuff.
So
good.
it's funny though this quick English diversion here. So we have the shopkeeps in Altamira that we're creating now, and we have I'll forget some of them. I'm sure we've got the Salty Dog. We've got the Pence for Pages. I believe we have someone who's going to be playing Marcus. We have
Clubbed Foot.
we have the Clubbed Foot.
Such a good name for a cowboy.
And then we also have our new apothecary that will be managed by Manda.
Rival. My
And-
rival.
And your rival, yes, perhaps your mentor, and it will be called. And if you've ever if you've seen this before and you appreciate punctuation,
Oh, I was
What?
just you said might be my rival.
I have theories now.
it's going to be the title of it is Eats, Shoots, and Leaves. Have you seen that book?
Eat, pray,
It's
love.
all about punctuation,
Yeah.
right? Eats, shoots, and leaves, or
Yeah.
eats, shoots, and
Shoots
leaves, or eats, shoots, and leaves.
I thought the joke was eat, pray, love. I was on the wrong wavelength.
You did your best. and
like
that's
That
all
wouldn't work as well for an
Depending on where
apothecary.
you put
Grandma?
punctuation changes what it
Exactly,
means.
exactly. You got it. All right.
I hope that the sign changes every once in a while. And it's
Oh, that's a
different
good idea.
punctuation.
There you
Just
go.
They
I
decide
like
by
that,
the
Amanda.
date what they like.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, for John, for he is always right. That is a true loyal member of the Blue Box.
Don't look at my notes.
I like these notes.
Nothing. Don't look at my notes. Don't look at my notes.
Okay, so keep typing the toque in the chat, and you will be entered for the giveaway here, not too far away.
You know,
And
I
now-
appreciate you guys supplying the DM with +1s, but I just want it to be known.
He already has a lot.
You don't have to.
You don't have to. Those could easily go to us. Like, all you have to do is just say a different name, and it'll be great.
That's all.
That's all.
Sorry, different name.
Say a
Sorry.
different name.
Backspace the M.
Let's get back to
Talia.
Dolly even starts with the same first
Exactly.
letter.
So easy. And Duke.
Well,
Duke?
I
Easy
say
switch
those
off.
who give +1 to the DM hate little children.
Wow.
Giving all your plus ones to
Wow.
Paula.
Wow.
All right, well, let's get
I
back
would
to
say
Johnny yelling at me.
I am the realm weaver that's created this whole story
The
about
realm
little
weaver.
children so clearly. All right,
Yes, please shout at me.
back. You are in.
Oh, God.
You are in the Beggar King's underground palace. This incredibly decadent, cavernous domain that is deeply embedded inside the sewers beneath the city of Altamira. As Click has just asked a question, really proffering in statement form, but questioning the Beggar King with the guild's edict that thievery is not to be done. And as he holds the box, you already taken the box? Oh, you're just holding your hands out for the box.
Please.
He looks.
me my balls.
He looks up and says, "What did you say to me, boy?"
We don't take what isn't given.
Every time. Are you sick with the palsy? Why are your hands out?
Finley just hops into the hands.
He says, "Didn't say I was taking anything, did I?" He looks at the box, he holds it up. Not as good as I used to be, and he wriggles a couple of those broken fingers. This is what happens to thieves who aren't very good. So I found other things I was good at.
Click's eyes widen.
Remember that. Jilly, oh, she's a whiz. And you see, without a word, the little girl puts, well, not little girl, she's a teenager, she puts down the grapes and she pulls out a set of tools and almost without even looking,
Click's eyes get even wider.
and the box opens.
If you would like to know the contents, I can explain them.
His eyes go wide. By the gods!
Does Jilly see what's inside the box?
Yes, Jilly does see what's inside the box too.
What's her eyes?
You see her eyes go wide, and then she looks very nervous, and she kind of takes a step back.
Dahlia, like, I feel like Dahlia's, like, keyed to, like, this person, like, has been very curious about, like, her whole vibe the whole time.
Yeah. So no, she does. She looks very nervous as she kind of takes a step back. She makes no move to pick up the basket of grapes, which now is floating in the middle of the air here. I can fix that.
Sometimes that happens to your
Sometimes
grapes.
it happens to your grapes.
We've all been there. You get it from the store and they just start floating away.
grapes.
And
I can explain.
I think you should do that.
Duke wanted a locket of his to keep, a piece of memorabilia. And we went to his house. It was being guarded. The City Watch did not want us to go in, but it is Duke's property, so we went in. He told me about a hidey spot underneath in the basement. I guided him to it, opened it, found the box, we left.
What did you say your last name was, boy?
Guess I can't lie. Beauregard.
As though like several things are connecting in his mind at the same time.
We were as surprised as you to see what was inside of the box, other than the locket.
I pull out the locket.
Then he looks at you again, and you see he goes, Very interesting. So this is what remains of your family fortune.
Your
He snaps the lid shut.
Majesty, sure, sir. The bows. There is a letter.
Yeah, was the letter in the box? Should have been, right?
Well, they're still in there, right?
There's a letter that we've opened it, and we've taken a look at it, and I believe it might be of some interest to you. You mentioned earlier the Von Poppins. I believe the Beauregards were against them as well and had sent a letter out. This was the second one that was supposed to go with it, but it never got sent. And we don't know what to do with it. We were going to try to reseal it, but doing that, we are children. Don't necessarily know how, nor have the means to. So maybe if you were to take a look at it, you would be able to do something more than we could.
Letter, you say? He opens it.
I've never been more excited.
For a prop? you have a rat on your shoulder.
I like props.
He opens the box back up and he pulls out the piece of parchment, the seal already broken on it. His hands kind of, he's still reasonably dexterous, but he struggles with his twisted fingers and missing fingers.
I was mostly looking at the edges.
Yeah,
eyes.
like to
it's
see.
really cool.
His eyes kind of, see his eyebrows crawl up his forehead.
You had said and expressed it seemed that you have a big heart for this city and for its people. The same one that I know that Click shares, and the one that...
No, girl, I have a big heart for my riches, for my coin, and for the filling of my belly. I don't give one whit for the city, but this...
Members of the guild are being taken.
Children?
are very useful creatures.
Oh.
Members of the guild are being taken.
That hit Mila. That hit Mila hard.
What do you mean?
This note is important for the entire city. That includes your wishes. If what...
Von Poppin, huh?
There's also possible, Your Majesty, reason to believe that perhaps Von Poppin killed the Beauregards for their meddling.
I would say that's virtually a certainty, girl.
We came down to the sewers to seek audience with you. It is by happenstance that you also sought audience with us.
I'll need to think on this. As I'm thinking, I'll also be a warden for this, and he taps the box. You don't need to be walking around the streets of Altamira. with this kind of coin.
I think we can agree with that fact, Duke.
I think we can as well. We had discussed being unsure of what to do with it ourselves.
But can we put it in writing?
Yes, businessman Duke.
Fresh out of the ability to write.
What's
I
the
will
girl's
pull-
name?
Jilly.
I'll pull out
What
a
about
quill
Jilly?
and some paper.
And Mila.
An IOU. Just
Certainly. And he takes the quill and the parchment. He hands them to Jilly.
I meant to grab a quill. Gosh darn it.
She scrawls it out. And he nods. Put my X there. She puts the X there. He holds it up. And he reaches over and he taps it to the flame.
He burns the letter.
Not the letter.
yeah.
The
contract.
agreements.
The IOU,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Everything here is by my good pleasure. My word is all you get. Anything else would not be worth the paper it's written on. You see, paper is so easily lost. Don't you agree? Well, this day has turned into a much, much more agreeable fashion. In fact, mayhap we can help each other. You're clearly a resourceful lot, but you say you're light of finger, are you?
Try to be.
We try to be smooth overall.
Keep it smooth. Your Majesty.
Mystery.
Come here.
He's looking
Crooks
right
a
at me.
crooked finger, yeah.
Click, we'll like take a deep breath. And then waddle up.
Waddle.
Yeah, you waddle.
And he gives a bow when he gets close.
Hey Sam, thanks so much. Sorry, I'm engaged so much in the role play. I'm missing some of the chat, but thank you so much, everyone. You see those two over there, and he points a crooked finger at the guards that you saw earlier, and they're kind of lazily just looking around. One of them is whittling away at a piece of wood. The one on the left, that's Tommen.
You said
Tommen.
Tommen?
The one on the right, that's Heft. Now, Heft has a temper. But Tommen, he's got some coin in that pouch on his hip. Let's see if you can steal from my guards. Your friends, you can use them to aid you. Some kind of game you want to run. But mind you, no one gets hurt. If you do anything that would hurt them, you would be hurt. But let's see, click, how smooth you are. He sits back and pops another grape.
You want me to take what isn't given? Or are you giving?
Let's just say business is expanding, and I like to find those with skills in the areas of expansion.
A special set of skills.
A special set of skills.
I would very much like to be a part of that expansion. Thank you for the opportunity to prove ourselves. And he gets kind of giddy for a moment. Thank you. Deep bow, turns around.
As they're having a conversation, what is Jilly doing?
I thought you were going to ask if the cat has a collar with a name on it.
Jilly, she notices you making eye contact with her. She seems to be relieved now. Like there was that moment of tension when she saw the contents of the box. You could tell she was nervous as to what Glottimus' reaction was going to be. Now she just seems kind of intrigued. But she notices you watching her, and she just kind of tilts her head.
I just give her like a really like I think it's like cool, slightly older girl. Gotta be friends. Like, very, like, admiration, especially after watching her, like,
Do the
so
cool
quickly,
things.
like, open the box. And then I think, Dahlia just kind of goes back to, like, still smiling, but, like, knowing that she's been, like, caught making eye contact. It was just like,
she just she kind of smirks and looks away, like, clearly recognizing this as the admiration of a younger girl. And then,
slightly red, just like...
and it's like click, though he seems to be vibrating with excitement.
I bring my arms and I'm like,
Click. Mila, use the rat to distract the guard.
I haven't even told you about it yet.
Oh, but we heard it. But we
No,
heard.
no,
Oh, we didn't
it was
hear.
no, he was whispering. Yeah.
Okay.
I pull in the rat. That's it.
I have a job.
What's the job?
Moving the rat.
I'm gonna move Finley away from seeing this terrifying.
I begin walking the group.
Puppetry.
I begin walking the group a little bit away
Okay.
from
How far away?
probably like maybe 15, 20 feet, just to give us a little bit more
so quick.
speaking room. He wants us to prove ourselves. We might actually be able to get in here.
Okay. How?
We need to rob him.
I thought you don't. I thought you don't.
Yeah, I thought that
steal
was
from
bad.
people.
I get the understanding that perhaps the Beggar King is looking to expand his organization into perhaps Thief Guild territory.
Okay.
Isn't that?
Could be dangerous,
so how do I
yes.
get my box back? Does that mean he's taking my box?
Are you
But
okay?
it could be extremely lucrative.
Are you okay?
I'm all right. We need to focus
I'm
up.
gonna inside that
Okay.
because I don't believe you.
Okay.
I don't believe
Good
you.
luck!
Come on, wisdom. That's in that one. He's so okay. In fact, he
Never
is
been
the,
better.
Yeah, he's the happiest he's ever been.
No. So the results of the Nat 1 are sort of like wild magic effects.
Could
don't-
give you the right
don't-
answer.
You don't know
You don't
what.
know.
You don't know what. That's many times I will roll those for you, so you
Oh,
don't know
okay.
when they're a 1. But in this case, no, you are. There is something you see in his eyes. You are terrified for him. You think he doesn't want to do this, and he is very frightened.
That's a good answer. I like the inter-party conflict you've created there. Could be extremely lucrative. Good opportunity.
How do I get my box back?
This could be the way.
Don't want to be here.
I will also, I will say, he created the GOGs. He created the rules. He has no reason to take.
If you don't
He has plenty.
want to
Then
be
why is he
here,
I want to be here.
It's my family's.
We'll get it back. This is a good
I
opportunity.
don't like him.
click. If you
He's
don't
mean.
Pay attention.
to be here,
I want to be here. Stop questioning me.
I don't want to be here.
I am the leader of the group, and I will not be questioned.
Excuse me.
Dahlia is just staring at Click.
And Click is smiling.
click. We're just worried about you.
Worry about me later.
We're talking about this later then.
Yes, that's fine. For now, that god, his name's Tommen. He has a friend named Heft. Heft is got a temper. Tommen, a little bit nicer. Tommen has the money. We need to steal from him. We,
well-
not just me.
Okay.
We're gonna
Mila,
distract
use your
him.
rat to distract.
Well, I
Click.
don't want Finley to get hurt.
But he won't get hurt. Have him climb up his leg.
I can distract him.
Oh, he won't get hurt. Have him climb up the arm guard's leg. Nothing could go wrong, all right.
I dislike that idea.
Dahlia and I are very good at distracting. We teamed up once before. We could do it again.
You've proven yourselves quite well.
What do I do? I want
Dahlia, like,
Yeah.
I want my box.
You could run interference if necessary.
Doing what?
If the distraction doesn't go well and I'm not able to get my fingers on the bag.
Then what do I do?
Get creative, I don't know.
you go
I do have a special set of skills.
You seem to.
Yes.
You go for one side of the hip, he goes for the other.
I think he just has the one bag.
So we have to distract.
Is the bag on his
Tommen
hip pretty obvious?
And Hef.
But he's
Yeah,
gonna-
now that you're looking, I mean, he's just got a regular
Okay,
leather pouch.
hold on. If we all four go over there, it's going to be kind of obvious.
Well, of course we won't do that.
If Dahlia and I have a question, maybe about a certain book that we have.
I had perhaps a better idea of distraction. Heft gets angry.
Oh,
Maybe Heft could get angry at Tommen.
for what?
Oh, create a fight. Oh, a fight. A fight. Yes.
chaos and a
We,
brawl.
we don't
Yes.
want people fighting.
It works every time.
Didn't he?
It works every time.
He did say
Duke's extensive experience.
Duke's world.
Yeah, Duke. Yeah.
the Beggar King did say that no one is to get hurt. He said if
But if
we
they hurt themselves-
he said if we hurt them, they hurt us. But
They
he
can hurt
didn't say anything
themselves.
about them hurting
Yeah.
themselves.
Oh, click. I
Can
like the way
I
you
like
think.
approach slightly him and like do a couple bows of Your Majesty, sir? May I ask a question, sir, Mister? Your Majesty.
He pops another grape, arches an eyebrow.
I was told that you had said that we cannot hurt them, and of course we would wish nothing of the sort. If what was his name? Oh gosh, Heft were to potentially be mad at Tommen, that wouldn't
Why are
be
you why is she asking?
us hurting
answer is.
Tommen, correct?
Ask. You don't ask. You ask for forgiveness, not permission.
In this case, I think permission is probably the better thing to ask for.
He's listening to this exchange go on between the two of you. He just got a smile on his face.
This is just one of the options.
Another word for you today. Conundrum.
Conundrum.
Good luck figuring that out.
I'll take
He
it.
leans back and pops
I
another
know what
grape.
that word
He didn't
means,
say
you
no.
guys. I know what that word means.
What does it mean?
A conundrum basically means
It doesn't
that
mean
it's-
no.
It's chaos.
That is awesome.
It doesn't mean no.
It doesn't mean no.
I'm with Duke on this one. I think it's a backhanded yes, actually.
I think that it sounds about right. Conundrum means that there's a sort of chaos in decision making. There's a lot of decisions that could be made. It's a conundrum.
Great.
I'm gonna give myself a pat on the back. I'm really proud of that.
So how do we make them fight?
Talia, do you have an idea?
Well,
Tracy gave you two more
What do you
dudes.
have in your bag?
We don't have to. One of you could get
Two more from Tracy.
One of you could get Heft away from Tommen alone, and then distract Tommen, and I could come in. That's also a possibility. It's just options.
we
Speaking.
can always pretend to be hurt again. That worked really well last time.
Oh, I know. What if we compliment one of them really well, and then the other one gets jealous?
Oh, but we could compliment both of them.
No, one. One. You want to
That is
pit
so-
one against the other.
So innocent of the world.
I love it.
Okay.
If we compliment one, it'd be mean to not compliment the
which
other.
one's stronger?
Heft.
Heft? Oh, we compliment Tommen.
We could ask them to get something down because we're short and we can't reach.
That's a decent idea.
And so one of them has
I
to
know.
get up.
Ask him to carry the rat because he looks so big and strong.
The big rat?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
So
Oh, I could act hurt. And he
could
carry me.
You could tell Tommen that you need help putting the rat in the stockpile because we're donating it to the
and
Cox.
he looks so big and strong.
Well, we don't have to get Heft involved. We
Yes.
could just get Tommen away. Tell Tommen that we need help putting the rat in the stockpile.
Don't we want them to fight?
I think
we
Not
want
necessarily.
Oh.
I think you're a bit stuck on this idea.
I like the idea.
Jenny never.
Dahlia.
We always like a good fight.
Dahlia kind of like takes a deep breath.
Wait. I need to get in position before you go.
Wait, where's the stockpile? Where are we leading him to?
Yes, that's a good question. I'm going to survey the room and find where would, if we were to donate something, would a bit of meat go?
Good question. So as you look around, I mean, it's not like there are clear delineations of where the foodstuffs and
Everything is
substances
everywhere.
go. It's kind of y'all scattered out. What you don't notice is any sort of open larder. You don't see like breads or meats hanging. That apparently would be somewhere else in the underground area here. This is more the place of like finished goods. As I said, the coins, the cups, the chests, the crates, people moving back and forth. But you can see there are more corridors that lead off, bridges of ropes and wood that lead to other areas here in this underground domain.
I think Dahlia would kind of look and say, I could always ask them to take me to a place where I could donate this.
Yes,
And say that the king had asked that
and
they leave
Tommen
me
could carry
as
it?
I'm not
It
a
would be
god.
better if you just asked Tommen to do it and not Heft.
Yeah.
One is better than two. Plus, Heft
I
needs
could-
to stay back and guard the Beggar King.
I could go with and try to help sell it.
I can skip ahead with Duke, and we can get in position for. I put massive
Grab the
quotes around it.
tail.
Ambush, We're not doing that because we don't want to be seen, but if I miss, you need to be ready to make up for it.
Stay back and talk with Chili, or at least pretend to. We'll go forward.
Well, I think we should be ahead of you.
Yes. Did you not hear our instructions?
Because if you fall behind.
No.
No.
I mean, if I miss, he needs to dip in.
Okay. Smooth.
Can I smell
Smooth, keep it
smell smoke and cooking food from a specific direction?
Okay, roll D20, perception.
This is
You know, I mean, as I
put the
said,
bag
there are a
away.
lot of scents in here. There
Hard
are
to
all
tell, yeah.
kinds of
Well-
incenses and
5.
nah. It's just I mean, it's as I said before, it's just a mix of so many different smells. Like somebody dumped a potpourri open and just burnt it.
Maybe we split up? We don't know which direction they might go.
I assume it's away, though, because this is like kind of the end of this chamber.
No, so yeah, no. It's here. Let me give you like a better overhead look of it here.
Yeah,
So-
it kind of splits 2 ways.
yeah. So you got.
That's so pretty.
Oh, here. Let me show you. Yeah. So you
I got
guys.
too many things on my face.
You guys came in through this tunnel here.
Okay.
Let me put the light on it.
So there is
this, This is where Glottimus, the Beggar King, is.
And there's a passage over there on the right, kind of
and
down
there's-
low.
And you, I mean, you can't see what's behind, but you can see there's something here. There's a door here.
And then there's passageways to the
And then
left.
here is where Heft and Tommen are, and there's passages this way. So it's a pretty. You can just tell even from looking in this room, it's a pretty complex underground structure with lots of doors and
What if
passages.
we caught something on fire?
Oh, no. 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 What,
Later.
What if we just took a few moments to scout around? Find where the food actually would go so that we could be better prepared. Beggar King didn't say we couldn't do that.
Sure.
You feel a tap on your back. You look. You see Jilly standing over you.
Hi.
She leans down.
Message. He said timing is important in any job, and something about slower than frozen molasses, I think were his words. Just thought I'd let you
What's
know.
molasses?
See, that's why I said get him to fight.
I think it's a syrup.
Slow sugar, I think is what it's called.
Oh, sugar. Okay.
It's a syrup. I think it's a syrup.
It's
a
really,
thick-
it's
it's a
really
thick-
good at opening boxes.
Oh, yeah.
was really
I've done it a
cool.
lot. Thank you.
You're wasting time!
Oh my gosh! we should just make them fight, just like I said.
Anyway, bye.
Definitely
Like
follow.
picks up the rat by the hand.
I believe in you.
Thanks.
Hey, King of the Guards.
No. No.
Wait, were you saying that out loud?
Yes,
Wait, what did you say?
King of the Guards to Tommen.
Jenny.
Okay, all right. Well, apparently,
own.
as the discussion was going on, their Duke just walked off on his own.
I will, the second the Duke opens his mouth, Dahlia will kind of like almost deflate. Like the person that you saw was like very like up and proper and like addressing the king like becomes very frail and is just like holding the rat paws for a minute and is just like,
Mila grabs the
Click
other
will
paw.
also deflate, but not in a physical sense. His lungs empty as he sighs, the biggest sigh he's sighed in his entire life, and he gets down low and moves the opposite direction around the crates, trying to go around to the other side of those crates from the guards.
King of the Guards. See our weak friends. We need.
As you walk up, you notice these two guards. The one you're addressing as Tommen is the shorter of the two.
You look very big.
You,
Oh,
let me
go ahead.
finish describing.
Yeah.
He's got a little paunch, what looks like 3 days growth of beard, and he smells like beef and cheese. I mean, he stinks. What's that? Yeah, yes. You sit on a throne of lies. Yeah. You got the reference. Yay! I get one anachronism per game. So the other one, much stouter. You can see his shoulders strain against this chainmail that he's wearing, and he just kind of watches you walk up with what could only be described as dead eyes, like just.
This guy's a bad guard. That's what you're describing as a bad guard.
doing his
So
best.
you need to look at.
I'm working on it.
Okay,
not in
Mr.
character.
King of the Guards. See my weak friends? They need somebody big and strong to help them with this giant rat.
And Mr. Tommen, is that your name?
I Hi, Mila.
He just like,
God, this is.
what are you lot on about?
The Beggar King, we brought this as a bit of an offering, and we were told to take it to wherever the food is stored. But he asked that you come and escort us because we're not Gogs and we don't know where things are supposed to go.
And also, it's really heavy. I'm really sorry.
And we think you're the best one to do this.
I'm not even
We're not addressing, dude.
just looking at Tommen.
This is perhaps the worst effort that I have ever seen, which is so
What are you
appropriate for
talking about?
11-year-old kids. Like,
What
it
are
is
you
so
talking
perfect.
about?
You heard our discussion. We put a lot of thought into this.
No rhyme or reason to middle schoolers.
You've seen every single plan that we've had so far. Somebody had a decent idea,
Yeah, it
and
gets
then
thrown
we
out.
started doing it. And then it got
Somebody
bad.
had a decent idea. You're right. Somebody.
Don't you have a feed for this?
You were piddling your feet. I had to make action. We were finished with the fire.
All right, let me have each of you just roll d20 out here where I can see it, please.
Can I?
You have
use my
rolled me
+5
2
for
ones.
advantage?
Are you talking
yes,
about dice?
you can.
Yes.
Do you have any pluses you would like to add?
I do have. Is this charisma based or is this
This would be charisma based, yes.
Charisma.
Do we all have to
11.
roll a
Yes.
d20?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Because you're all involved in
My
this up through
charisma's-
the
All right.
mission that- okay.
Amanda,
What is it again?
hey, I got new dice.
Should be a 12.
Nice.
Because mine have sucked. Oh, 7.
I'm gonna add a
Well, that's better.
+2.
better
Okay.
than a 1.
All right.
+2.
All right, go ahead.
Come on, baby.
Oh, boy.
7, 8, 9 plus.
Oh.
19 is +4.
Yes, it is.
So I got a +6. So that's 7 plus 6, and that's a 13.
13, okay. All right. And what was yours?
Not great.
Click.
I'm not part of this.
Oh, you're
I,
not- you
I
didn't
have
say
moved
anything?
away to the opposite side of the crates.
Okay.
I'm getting in position to do
All right.
my.
So at the very least,
Thievery.
All right,
we've
so-
been a big enough distraction.
All right, so let me see. So we have the three of you here,
Yes.
all sort of simultaneously making this plea.
And that pile of treasure, I have moved
and then-
opposite side of
And
it.
you've gone around this side, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
I want to get
And
over
so
there.
you're circling over. We'll come top down, so it's a little easier for you to see. And so you're kind of coming around.
Yes, I
this
want to get
side.
to that point.
Okay, as you move past, you kind of gently trail your hand along the thick wooden grain of the crates. Even as young as you are, you feel this familiar thrill of like when every time you've had a moment like this, the sneaking, the attempts at doing that which is dangerous. There's always this funny feeling you get in the pit of your stomach that just makes it rise up
great.
into your
I love
chest, and your breathing grows a little faster as you.
And I'm going to get in a very obviously posed look up against the back of the crate. And I'm not going to look around. I'm just using my ears to listen to their conversation and any footsteps and stuff that's going on to the other side.
Okay. As you do this, you see there's a young man, might be just a little bit younger than you, and he is on your side of all the boxes and barrels and crates, so he can see you, but the guards can't see him. And he just tilts his head, crosses his arms, and smiles at you.
I get up from my position, my pose that I was in. I just start looking around at the crate in front of me and grab at something
crate.
and move it,
Nice crate.
He
acting busy.
he smiles, and you see kind of like he's looking over at the guards. And he smiles at you, a very fake smile.
I pull out a silver and hand it in front of him.
Oh!
It's my last one.
He walks over, takes the silver, bites it, vanishes inside his shirt, and he walks away.
Let's go!
All right, back to all of you.
Incredible.
Tommen looks at you.
I also had some other things too that I wanted to give to him, but I just don't know where anything goes.
Bugger off. We don't take rat meat, and clearly Miss didn't ask for this, so I don't know what your game is, but it's not going to work, and you're wasting my time.
Do you know where we would put this by chance? You don't take it at all? None of it? Maybe the furs?
I also had, and then I would pull out like a couple of like the tinctures and potions that my mom had that were also clattering around in the bag. What's with these? I don't even know.
It's my favorite joke.
Along with like
You see, wait. When you do that, he hears the clinking and the clattering of bottles, and you see suddenly his eyes grow interested. What's that?
Well, my mom is a humble local businesswoman, and she makes potions, and they're pretty cool. But
Oh, she calls them potions, does she? Are they strong?
they can be, depending on the coin that typically people have. But these are a given gift to the Beggar King, and I was wondering where I could put them.
Did he see all of them?
Well, I'm very forthright with my gift giving. I'm unsure of other people's eyes, but I bet I have another one in here.
Yeah, don't
What
you
kind
have
of thing
that
are
one?
you looking for?
Well, the kind that makes a man's gullet burn and makes him forget his troubles.
Give him the strongest you have.
Okay, and I pull out my bag and I put it in my lap, and I start kind of going through.
Yeah, make a show.
And it's very exasperated. I think I like push the rat over. Like it's a lot of like again the deflated posture then kind of becomes very exaggerated and big, like using like her gangly arms like to their advantage, and is really trying to like, oh well, that's not it. That's not it. Like I'm running behind.
I grab.
bone comb.
Oh.
Like, just a bunch of like.
And we're very exaggerated with our movement.
So while all of
I'm
this,
just struggling to get the rat back up.
Okay.
while all of this noise is being made, I would like to peer around the edge of the crate and see what the two guards are doing. Like, is Heft at all involved in this?
You now
Does he seem interested?
You see Heft as you're looking at him from sort of the side back angle. You see he's taken his hand off of his weapon, but he is now moving over toward whatever's happening with the group. And you all see him kind of loom over, as I said before, those kind of dead eyes. And when he opens his mouth, his hulking form. Hey, what are you doing there, Tommy? What is that?
We need to protect Heft.
I love him.
You're Mr. Heft, right?
I'm not talking to you. What is that in that bag? Tommy, what is it?
Well,
I'm going to begin scooting down.
so we got this one, and I like, again, it's very like practiced of like, there is a like display hand, like very like beauty vlogger stuff like to the focus, to the camera. Okay, so this potion, it's got, let's see, pulls it like the little tag on it really up close to her eyes, and she's like, the handwriting's so hard to read. I'm not so good at reading. Mila, can you read this?
Oh,
it's
yeah,
in a
of
language
course.
you've never probably seen before.
Yeah. No, I'm so sorry. That was a lie. I can't read that language. I'm
Mr.
so sorry.
Tom and Mr. Heft, are either of you great at, my eyes are just so
Oh, let me read
not
it.
good. I know them by what's floating around in them. I just gotta swill it and like kind of like
Here, let me read
there's
it.
an eye.
Don't.
Dude, can you
Strong.
strong? Okay, so this one, and she like
He says strong, does it? You can read?
I can.
yeah, actually he can.
He can.
My gosh.
Can he read?
Can.
Just give it here.
Okay. And I think it's that
That's
one that I
common.
described earlier that was like
Yes,
a
Tommen's got the
love
deep voice.
potion, more or less. A hair growth potion.
Yes.
Whether or not it works,
Tommen and Heft
that's
fall
up
in
to
love.
you.
yes.
Tommen and Heft fall in love. I ship it. Oh my gosh.
Don't jump to assumptions.
All right, I am.
This is just
You don't know how
While the noise is being made, I am moving my way down the edge of those crates now that the guards have kind of moved in their field of vision out of mine, and I want to. Is Tommen closer to me or is Heft?
heft.
Why did you have to say that?
Could I
What's that?
try to purposely distract Heft with the? I know that Tommen had already said that the rat in of itself wasn't useful.
I mean, to be clear, Heft is already distracted.
Pretty
When he
well
sees
distracted.
Tommen
Oh,
take-
okay,
When he
okay,
sees
okay,
Tommen
yeah.
take that, he leans over.
You better give me one, or I'll tell him.
Oh, yeah? What kind of thing are you looking for, Mr. Heft?
Gotta be stronger than whatever he got.
Oh,
'Cause
stronger?
I'm stronger than he is, so I should have stronger than he got.
You're stronger than he is?
You blind?
Well, I mean, I already took my eyesight's not so good.
It's very true. That's why we have to read them for her.
Do you think you can lift this rat?
Yeah, I'm like this entire
Yeah.
time, this rat has been plopped to the side
You
from
do look
Dahlia.
stronger.
Mila has been trying to push it up while simultaneously attempting to help Dahlia by looking at the potion.
Duke still
pushing
has
it.
his B story of let's get them in a fight, and I love it. You do look stronger.
Dahlia's
You
trying
look
to be
stronger.
like, I want this person to prove that they're strong to me. Like, I'm like, so it's like, yeah, I don't know.
All right, so go ahead and roll persuasion, please.
Sure.
Can I,
John?
Oh, there's not
Yes.
an advantage.
I'm going to
thing.
roll stealth to
gosh.
appear from behind both of the guards.
Well, I'm going to come to that in just a second. Okay. I'm gonna have you do that. But
There's a lot of things moving forward,
12.
and I don't want it to get too far ahead of me.
My charisma's 13, so that's plus
+1. Is
So,
there any
13.
way I don't?
aggressive.
Is there any way I can add something to her roll in order to help?
Oh, there are classes that can do that.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
classes. Okay, I am not a class yet.
We're classless.
there's
not
there's
classes
something
yet.
that monks get called insightful wisdom in 3.5.
Got no class.
Not yet. Not yet. Anyway.
All right,
You
so
might, though.
Someday.
Now, John,
Maybe.
there is the aid another action, which
Yes.
could potentially be taken.
but wait, what is that as a?
It's just an action. You help someone achieve a skill succeed on a skill check by making some kind of skill check in a cooperative effort.
Yeah, but that's got to be a feat. That's not just a. What is that?
I think it might be. It's just a.
You're working so hard.
Oh no, that is a skill check.
Yeah.
Because you can take points in aid another.
Oh,
and we
correct,
don't have
correct.
skills.
Well, no, but I mean, again, the role play component here. Clearly, you are. If your effort is to aid, Click. Is that what you're saying?
I was trying to help Dahlia with
Oh.
her persuasion and
Are you sure
distraction.
about that?
I mean, yeah, I guess. They really are the ones doing the most talking. I'm just trying to I'm with the
You're
rat.
trying to
I'm
make it
trying
make
to.
sense.
Yeah, it might be better for me to try and help Click.
Of course I can lift that rat. Easily.
Oh,
Would you mind?
okay.
Best character.
He's my favorite NPC now.
Here, give it to me.
He leans over.
I try to give it and
picks
I
up.
can't.
Wow.
He picks it up with one arm.
You
my
are
gosh. Mr. Tommen, do you see? I didn't know you were so strong.
Can I touch your arm?
Wow.
That's right.
Wow.
I'm gonna go over and try to put an arm on his or a hand on his arm
I
and just
think
tap it. Oh
Dahlia
my
kind of
gosh!
looks at Tommen and goes like, "Are you sure you don't need something stronger then?"
All right, Click.
Barefoot.
A man
Quiet as possible.
could not ask for a better distraction.
You're right.
So this one here, this one closer, this is Heft. He is now hefting a rat. This one is Tommen. So they're actually now more or less parallel. So you're going to try to sneak past both of them.
Taking as much time and, well, within reason.
Oh, we got a raid.
Hey.
Wily Hobbit.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. Appreciate that, Scott.
Hello, Raiders.
We're currently cosplaying as our characters. That's the explanation.
Welcome, Raiders. Oh, yes, here quickly for all of our Raiders, we'll just show you the cosplay quickly. This is Dahlia, played by Cameron. Note the ears, the freckles. The ears are, in fact, pierced. The super cool period-specific shirt and the satchel. Don't forget the satchel.
Oh, satchel.
This is my potion bottles.
Look at that, and that's actually topical because that's what's happening right now.
Yeah.
Then
out of them.
yeah, we have Click here, whose role play or cosplay is complete with the ever-present black eye. Apparently, never heals. And then, best of all, if you were with us a few weeks ago, he. Fumbled and took a crowbar and applied it to his own forehead accidentally, trying to pry something open. So you see that there. And then the ears, which actually we now know go a tremble when he's frightened.
They do.
Then here we have Mila, played by Rachel, complete with the missing tooth, not because it's been knocked out by one of the DM's characters. No. This is a typical
I'm just
11-year-old
young.
just missing the tooth.
Yeah, it's
and she's
coming
got the
in
lantern.
slowly, you can see
and
it.
in the geekiest cosplay move of all time, actually brought with her a copy of The Lord of the Rings because she is she's a lover of all things books.
Technically The Hobbit,
But wait. It's that you say, John, what is so geeky about that? Anyone could bring Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit. It's because this copy is in Latin. That is the geekiest move of all time. And then over here we have Duke. The noble son of House Beauregard, with his short and poorly cropped hair covered beneath his ever-present hood. These are your cosplayers today, and thank you again to Wiley Hobbit and the whole crew. Hello, Natasha. Natasha, who wins every single week just to make me ship things all the way to Iceland. Now, we have the moment of truth. Click. As you walk forward, you have this strong sense of every detail around you. Your feet can feel the texture of the stones beneath them. All the scents are strong in your nostrils. Your pulse beats quickly, and I'm going to have you make 2 stealth checks.
I imagine one to get up to them and then one to take the thing.
No. We're going to do something completely different.
Great.
So you're trying to sneak past both of them. I frightened his
It's
ear
underneath
right
your
off.
chair.
Oh no.
To your left.
Both of the ears fell off.
Oh, both ears fell off?
Well, one of the ears fell off. He then went to go pick up the other, and then the other ear fell off. It was unfortunate. It's
tough
But
out
we're back.
here.
I'm a sham.
They got cut off. Now he's a human.
Okay. Stealth, you say.
Oh, stop it with the heartbeat, John.
Oh, you're kidding me.
The poor boy's been through enough today.
You come walking up.
Listen, friends in chat, if you would like to assist to click in succeeding.
And by the way, chat, I will be making perception checks here, and I do have all those bonuses from you. Thank you. You creep toward the first one.
18.
18 on the die?
On the
13.
13. Okay. You lithely hop atop stone structure that gives you the angle. As you move past, you hear Hef saying, "Of course I can lift it." And
Incredible.
You hop down to the other side. Roll again.
total. For this one, I'm going to use
Roll.
2 of my pluses.
Roll high. Yeah.
19.
19. All right.
Brings me down to 2 plus 1s.
You make it behind him. Close enough now you can smell the beef and cheese on his breath. You see the frantic, almost comical movements of your understreet rats companions. Amazing that this is even working. And yet somehow, as Tommen cracks open with a smile and quaffs the bottle, and Heft kind of whirls the rat around by the tail, allowing Mila to kind of feel the flex of his arm.
Hiding.
I
Finley's
see
eyes.
all the distraction.
I'm so sorry. Wow.
Do I see where the coin is?
Yeah, it's on Tommen's right hip.
And he's taking the swab. Okay. I'm going
there.
to go, and while all this is happening,
Oh, thank you, Robert.
I'm gonna say, "Hooray!" as I grab.
Oh, you're going to steal from him?
Well, I think the whole thing is he.
so hard to get them to do
If he tries for it and he fails,
Then it's really bad. Well, maybe
Well,
not.
they'll
'cause then
figure it
he would be
out.
forward distracted at that point.
But are you there while this is
Okay.
happening?
You literally
there.
see me
Stop. Okay,
Oh, okay.
we're gonna role play this.
This is so good. I love
All
it.
right. Click.
You get 3, I get 2.
Click. Thank you, Patras. Thank you,
because we're
Robert.
not doing your plan. See, I got like
What do you mean we aren't doing my plan?
Wait,
we were supposed to walk.
Stop talking. Stop talking. I want this in character now.
No, I agree.
I'm not trying to be rude, but
I totally
too
agree.
much O's. So,
You'll see
Click,
it
your
in a minute.
own heart beating almost out of its chest. You felt the sense of flow before, never as strongly now. It's like things are moving in slow motion. You can feel the eddies and currents of the wind on your skin. You see your own hand. That pouch looks like it's 3 times the size of what it looked like just a moment ago, and somehow you could even see exactly where the drawstring pulls. And then in your peripheral vision,
Do I see Duke on the other side of him?
you see Duke taking a step forward.
I'm shaking my head no at
But I
you.
don't see you.
Why do you not see me?
No, so he is. So yeah, like so. Look, it is exactly like you see here.
I'm opposite side of a
you
dude.
guys. So Duke,
Literally
you are
opposite sides of
here,
each other.
and he is here. You
So
could-
I wouldn't see him, would I?
You would 100% see me.
You do see him.
Oh, I do see him.
Yes. Well, actually, no, I'm going to have you roll for perception
Because wouldn't I be like locked in on
you could be locked
All right.
in. So
No,
you're
I'm into
gonna-
that.
You
What I'm
are
telling you is like he is
stealth,
definitely in your
yeah.
sight line. Like
You
he's
are
right in your.
stealth.
But you might. And
See, I don't know where Click was. He did not tell me what he was doing.
I know. But we're gonna roll to see if you actually see and note this is Click. He's
okay.
He's literally 10 feet away from you.
Okay.
And right in your line of
Okay.
vision. But it's not like he is invisible. He's just
Yes,
moving
Pat,
quietly
right.
in back ankles.
Jenny wants Thomas to die. You are right. Not Click. Thomas.
She wants to be the boss.
Thomas.
New leader of the group.
New leader of the group.
I'm the Rat King.
All right.
Oops.
Oh,
3. 3.
What's your wisdom score?
As
I don't think I have much
as
wisdom.
you're shaking your head,
Oh,
you
no.
see you could see it already. Duke's eyes are so locked in.
Shoot.
He's not even noticing you as
Can
you're
I
moving.
try and beat him to it? If I know that he's going for it, I'm not going to give him the chance to mess up.
You're gonna ruin. Okay, whatever.
He's gonna ruin it. He's gonna.
I'm going to ruin it. What? I've been.
The entire point of this was for Click to steal it.
He's gonna ruin it.
The rogue.
That wow. Wow, that is awesome.
That is the most Duke perspective you could have brought to the table.
That I mean that tops that conundrum is not no.
That's not
That
no.
is not no.
It's not no.
Click has this artful plan, sneaking stealthily up, but he's gonna ruin it by beating your clumsy approach from the front.
It's
Where
perfect. Let's let it happen.
All right.
So let
I'm
sleeping
watching
dogs
this
lie.
in slow-mo, horrified.
Dolly is still trying to act and just like, ha, everything's fine.
Roll initiative.
Initiative.
You
Is it
and
D6?
Duke. D6. This is just for the two of them.
Oh no. I've.
Oh.
5.
Duke goes first.
Duke,
Oh,
you just feel,
crap.
You,
I don't think it
sorry.
would be terrible if you failed because it would at least distract him in a
Yeah.
forward direction. But
Absolutely.
no, I love it. I don't think it's that bad.
I'm gonna roll in this. I have 5.
Are you rolling with advantage?
Rolling with
Advantage.
advantage.
Sleight of hand, which none of us have any skill in, so it's raw dex.
Oh, boy.
Amanda makes a great point. This is payback for Click finding the secret passage.
Okay.
all right.
Oh, man.
I would be
Don't fail me now.
simultaneously super happy and
please.
so upset if you succeed.
Duke, you sneak forward. You have no note.
Oh my god.
That is incredible. Oh my gosh.
It's better than 2 nat ones.
Barely.
Barely these dice. I don't know what to do about my life. Can I
What
reroll
with
it?
your life?
And a 6.
Wow, and the one was on the new dice.
Yeah.
I'm Mike and Amanda. It's so sweet.
It's literally a curse.
It's-
Wait,
it's got
I
to
feel
be
bad. I
the
need
hand-
to re-roll with Manda's, please.
No.
What?
Click.
God.
What is the total?
This might be the perfect distraction.
Yeah.
This might have been what I needed.
Because all Duke did was go, hooray! And like,
Yeah, I could
forward,
just
right?
please.
Your heart stops
Yeah.
as you see the most ham-fisted, clumsy effort, clearly from a child who had only ever been given things growing up in their life and never actually had to take something before.
I don't even know what I was thinking. I'm a 12-year-old.
Yanks.
Are you Jenny?
Yanks the satchel with such force, coins spill out all over the ground.
I rolled a 6.
No, Jenny, you did so good.
The coins spill out all over the ground, and
Now, can I try and pick up the coins?
I fall down and start
hold on.
writhing in pain.
Can you just sit still for a second?
Thomas does go next in initiative, technically.
yes, you can go ahead. You get down on the ground. You start scrambling up coins. The two of you see Duke hold up off the ground.
Strong.
Wow, look at
You
how
can
strong
even
you
pick
are.
people up. Oh,
As you jump toward him, Heft snatches you out of the air.
You're
you
so
hear
strong.
"Shing," and they pull blades.
Oh boy.
Initiative.
Who's
Wait, who's rolling? Who's rolling? I feel like
so
this has to be Duke.
We'll
Hey.
start with Duke.
Hey, John, I have a question.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You got this.
This is for sure. It has to be. Come on.
I've never gotten to use this.
3.
Oh wait, no, I can't use it because you did it.
Oh no.
I have an ability that I have the inability to use because Duke started the outrageously unlawful act. I did
my
not start the
gosh.
outrageously unlawful act.
Oh, that's
Dude,
right.
it-
I don't also know if it's the smartest thing to initiate here, but anyways, I like it. No, I like it. I like it. I like it.
No,
So
this
who's rolling? You're rolling?
Jenny already
Jenny rolled a 5.
That's very good.
Roll again. I have a 4.
2. Wait,
In moments,
I need my dice cleansed.
Dahlia,
Sage.
Salt.
Dahlia and Duke are pressed up against the sides of those crates with blades at their necks. Duke. I'm sorry, you meant click. Click. Boom. As you're picking up the coins, there's a heavy foot from Tommen that
saw
steps
it.
on your
I bite my tongue and
cloak, leaving only Mila free at the moment.
oh, he saw my foot. He stepped on purpose.
Yeah, he saw you.
I used by the way, Amanda, I used 5 of my plus ones.
But I rolled a 19 on my stealth check, man.
Well, there was a secondary roll
That
here
was lame.
once the pull happened.
What do you mean that was lame, Jenny?
He got another.
What do you mean?
He got another perception check. So now you are pinned beneath the foot.
stupid.
Mila, what are you doing?
I really.
Where am I? I'm next to
Yeah,
Heft,
you're standing.
and he currently-
You're watching all this. Like
Okay.
suddenly, it's gotten very serious.
So Tommen is on his hand, or foot. Like he put his foot on his
Yes,
hand. He
uh-huh.
was trying to pick up the thing. Heft has the rat
It's gonna go great.
and
guys.
both of them against the crate.
Yeah,
That's-
where's the rat?
But he drank
Right
the
there.
potion.
He did drink the potion. Yes.
Does
he
it
did
take a
drink the
while for
potion.
that to sink in? I don't know.
He drank the potion.
He did drink the
I
potion.
don't know what you all think
He
is
did
going
drink the
on
potion.
here.
Yes.
Mila has found herself in many a sticky situation before. She has never necessarily had to worry about 3 other human beings in the course
once.
of these
Right.
situations that she's had. And I think her worry, first and foremost, is the knife that Heft has. Mm-hmm. Does he have one knife to who? Or
So Heft has the knife to Dahlia, and then Tommen has the knife to Duke.
oh, so Heft has the rat and Dahlia. Tommen has.
think
Heft
might have dropped the
No,
rat.
Heft
Oh,
dropped
okay.
I think I can accept that he's
didn't-
no
yeah,
longer
he's
holding
not-
the rat.
Yeah.
I thought I would look. I don't
I just can't let go of it. No.
My ears.
the ears, and we can't hurt them. We can't hurt them.
Well,
But jumping on someone's never been hurting someone before.
It's such a tactic that you go for every time. I love it.
I think Mila's gonna throw herself at Tommen.
Yeah. No, it feels right.
Okay.
I mean, he's already carrying one kid. That's a lot of weight.
That's a lot of weight.
And he's off balance. He's on
All
a
right.
foot.
and
Roll
he's a little
D20.
rocky,
He's
right?
standing on a hand. He's not gonna
what
strike.
would I
he has-
Use some
add
pluses.
to
Get in
that?
there.
Yeah.
I could make it advantage.
Do
Yes,
it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
So use those 5, and
Yes.
you get an advantage on this roll.
Yep. Come on, please. 17, naturally 17 plus
Okay.
plus Dex. Would it be?
No, so it's
Or-
so you're just trying to throw. It's basically a
Oh, it doesn't add anything with Dex, so it'd just be a 17.
All right. You leap up. He's got, both of his hands occupied, one holding, one with the dagger. So you slam into him.
I say, let go!
Perfectly accurate. You just don't weigh enough. And you just kind of slide down the side of his body.
Well, the thing is, I want to, monkey myself onto him.
You grab him, all right?
Does that at least loosen his footing to maybe get him wobbly?
So, no, it didn't. Like I said, she just doesn't weigh enough.
I am very small. That is...
Click.
Could I pinch his heel?
With your other hand?
Yeah.
Pinch his heel?
Yeah, I want him to not step on me.
Do like a little one of those snail bites the kids do, like where it's like it really hurts.
I think like you're imagining a Vulcan neck pinch on the Achilles. It doesn't really work that way.
No, I mean, I'm not gonna cut him. I don't want to do anything, but I
cut you.
Well, you know what I could do? Could I push his knee forward?
Oh yeah, dead leg him.
Okay.
I want to push the knee that has my hand under it forward.
You could also just.
Okay. Make a strength check on that. So you're gonna roll underneath your strength.
Underneath my strength, you say?
Knee him in the nuts. Knee him in the nuts.
This is gonna go great, guys. I'm gonna roll with advantage.
Oh.
Wait your turn. Wait your turn. I succeed. Oh, it's really difficult for me to succeed. I have 7 strength, but I rolled a 3.
All right, you push on his knee, and you do see it buckle slightly. It is not enough to push him off balance, but your hand comes out from underneath his foot.
Let's go.
Scoop the rest of the coins.
Go.
Yep.
Scoop the rest of the coins. Not
Yep.
moving.
Yes! Yes!
Okay, as you turn and move,
Oh, I can't hurt anybody.
you can see
No.
Tommen and Heft both pull their blades back like they're getting ready to actually
I shout,
strike.
"We have the coins! Your Majesty, we got them!" And I shake them really loud.
Shake, 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 shake.
And nobody got hurt.
I'm still on, Tommen.
Dahlia is just looking at Heft and it's just like, you are so strong.
You can let me down now.
You see Heft smiles, and this time he says, "Oh, thank you very much. I pushed it quite hard. We do this all the time, and you were frankly fantastic. Well done. Marvelous. I was quite believed your character.
Oh my God.
You can let him go now.
John, you're trying to kill me.
I'm sorry. I'm just gonna slowly unscramble myself from Tommen. I'm so sorry. You all were incredible. I apologize is your leg okay? Are you all right?
Did you see what I did?
Yes, it sucked!
I'm backing up. I'm gonna back up.
He looks over at you, Tommen. What was in that bottle?
Strength.
No money back guarantee, sorry.
I'm backing up.
You see he starts to turn green. He starts running away. And Heft just starts laughing in moments.
I run up to the Beggar King in supplication with
And
my...
he is still just... That was the biggest cluster I have ever seen executed.
You said conundrum.
But it was fun, right?
Do we have your business?
We did a conundrum.
It was fantastically entertaining. I do think I have a use for you. But this one, and he points at Duke,
He could use a little bit of training.
manacles, I think, would be the training most appropriate.
What's manacles?
Click doesn't say anything. He just has a wry smile
I
across
think
his
that's
face.
another new word that maybe somebody needs to learn.
Handcuffs, chains.
No, I know what it is.
No,
Duke maybe doesn't.
I don't think I have the heart to tell him.
Yeah, I don't either. I just look at the Beggar King. I'm like, you can tell him.
He takes the coin.
Actually, if he takes it, I will still stand there with my arms up.
He puts the coin back in your hands. You can keep it. I see the charm, even in the impulsive one. Was that part of the plan?
Always.
Yep.
Yes.
Click is subtly shaking side to side. But smiling, kind of going with it.
Yeah, just hands on. Yeah. That's what we were whispering about for so long.
What did you give Tommen?
So my mom makes potions, and then I take it, show them the bottles. Some of them are good, some of them are, how does she say it? Not so good intentionally. That way, if someone ever bothers me on the street, I can give them that, and then they normally will just leave me alone.
Oh.
And again, he holds up a crooked finger. And which one was that?
That was a gross one. It's not dangerous, it's just a little tummy sick. I have one that helps with that. And then I pull out another bottle that's like, it looks like the color of like Pepto-Bismol. You could try this one and it might help.
You can see his the wheels are turning in his head. Beauregard child.
Your Majesty, sir, he isn't in trouble, is he?
Oh, I would think very much he is in trouble.
I mean, with you. You're not going to turn him in or anything, correct?
No. Did I not mention before
Thank
I have
you.
no love for the noble families, their ilk, the guards, the corrupt merchants,
But you do have dislike for the Von Poppins.
the corrupt merchants.
Corrupt merchants of Von Poppins.
Well, Jilly, let's see it. Our new Gogs have a proper meal. And in moments, you see several, 12 to 14-year-olds are coming out with cheese and breads and looks like clear drinks and grapes, nuts. In moments, there's a feast that is set before you. Eat of the generosity of the people of Altamira, the good people who so rarely resist an open hand. This is what it means to be a supplicant.
Thank you.
I'll be a supplicant.
Oh, my ear.
Thank you.
Does that
Your
mean
Majesty.
that we're Gogs now? Is that how that works?
On the nose. That's yes.
I winked back. Oh, before we eat, what was your cat's name?
I saw you eyeing my cat.
He's really cute.
He looks very nice.
He reaches down again and he picks up that it's a good-sized, hefty tabby. This is Pip.
Pip.
Can I?
No. And he puts it back down
That's
on the
okay.
floor. Pip is for looking, not petting.
Very
handsome.
He's
good
got a
looking.
bit of a bite. With that,
We all
please
do.
enjoy the fruit of my table. Give me a moment to think. I have. Thank you very much, Wayne.
People are going crazy right now.
Appreciate all the gift subs.
Oh my gosh.
You guys are absolutely awesome. Thank you so much. He says, take your ease here. I'll return with what comes next. I think I have just the job for you.
Thank you.
Any of you want to do, or in fact, because we're gonna conclude the stream here tonight, as each of you sits around the table here enjoying the feast of Glottimus the Beggar King, having just recently succeeded
You can say that.
in some manner in your exploit. You can give me one thing that you think, do, say, or see as you're enjoying the meal, and we'll start with you.
There's two small things that I'd like to do.
Okay.
One is I take one of the little flowers out of my hair, which I forgot I had pins. I didn't put them in. I take it and I walk over to Tommen as he is likely kind of cleaning himself up, and I go, sorry. I hope it was all in good fun.
All right, you actually, so you note as you go looking around, Tommen has not returned yet.
Is Heft there?
What's, yes, Heft is there.
I'll give it to Heft, and I say, can you give that back to Tommen? I feel a little bad. It was all in good fun. I didn't mean any harm.
Certainly I will. I'll absolutely give that to him, and you were delightful again.
Thank you. I like a show curtsy, not a formal curtsy. Not
Gotcha.
as deep as it would be for the Beggar King.
All right, let's go. Duke. Oh, I'm sorry. No, go ahead.
I also want to, if Jilly is sitting at the table, I would like to sit across from her.
Okay. You sit across from her, and she once again notices your sort of admiration, and she kind of nods for you to come over, and you see she pulls out those little metal tools she used to pop open the box. Would you like to see?
I would. And also, and I just grab, I grab Click, and I'm like, I think my skills are maybe elsewhere. He's a bit more nimble than I am, but I'm happy to watch.
Okay. All right. Duke.
Oh, I cannot wait to supplicate this food. And so
Your cage showed a little bit there.
I know. And so, well, I am used to this kind of food, so I'm very excited. And then I take out my cup because now I feel like I can take out my cup and drink in it. So I take out my cup and get something to drink in it, and I just start eating and enjoying the food.
All right. Let's go to.
Mila, I think, is sitting and obviously enjoying this food to her heart's delight. Finley is on her shoulder. She's just constantly feeding him and herself at the same time. It's like, isn't this so nice, Finley? Oh my goodness. And I think as she's doing that and kind of taking a look around at the table and the people that are near her, she feels we're underground. We're in caverns. There's no real wind here. And
Right.
I think she feels a twitch of wind that kind of tussles her hair and just kind of goes along the side of the back of her neck. And just a little tinge goes down her back.
Very nice.
And she feels a warmth and comfort. And despite the fear that they have felt in the presence of the Beggar King himself and doing what he wills, she feels like she's on the track she's supposed to be on. Maybe not one that will end in good things, but hopefully.
Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. No, I love that. And that, again, is that's an element that harkens back to her backstory, and that is super fun. Well done. Let's go to you, Click.
How many coins were we given?
Great.
You recovered 3 silver coins
Ooh!
from the bag.
Click is going to walk over to Mila and hand Mila a silver coin, and walk over to Dahlia and hand Dahlia a silver coin, and then look at Duke and pocket his. And then
I'll remember that.
angrily jab into an apple with his knife and eat off of it.
You wouldn't have those if
I
it wasn't
give
for my brilliant
coin
plan.
to do.
And then at some point later,
job.
Dahlia drags Click over to Jilly, and Click is going to be, Jilly, hi. I'm here to,
She smirks.
here to learn.
All right, then. Pay attention. And she leans over, and that's where we will stop for tonight. Thank you so much, everybody. Great job. Thank you, Mad Chatters. The cosplay, the art play was fantastic today. You guys were awesome. And look, like even for Duke's mistake,
I love
while
it.
as a
It's all in
mistake,
character.
it is fantastic for the game.
I
That was
love
so
it.
much fun.
And I hate
The
it.
chaos
and I
that
love
Duke
it.
causes.
Okay, all right. So
Immense.
quickly, we're gonna go around the table, and each of you is gonna roll for one of these folks. Mad Chatters, thank you for all the support. We're gonna continue to track, so we won't erase any of the +1s that came over tonight, especially because several came over there on the last one. I make sure
Yeah.
we did capture. I believe I used 10 in that final encounter in 2 separate sets of stealth or perception checks. And then we're going to do our Toque giveaway. So there's still time. Type !Toque in the chat, and you will have a shot at winning this gorgeous crafted hat made by Mystical Unicorn, our fantastic supermod Manda.
It's warm. It's getting cold.
It's got a leather removable holographic blue box name logo here. It's got the tassel that is removable. It is just awesome, awesome, awesome. This giveaway, Took in the chat. And
are you okay?
while we're getting this ready, we're going to go ahead and go around and have you each tell us why you should be Stream MVP. And we're going to have, let's see, we'll just go around the table. So we'll search. So you for Click, Thomas, you for Mila, then you, Duke, will go for, or you, Mila, you'll go for Duke, and then Duke will go for. All right. So let's start off with you for Click.
Oh my gosh, big Click session today, baby. I feel like Thomas fully deserves MVP this go round. I think we got to see a really robust version of Click and who he is as a person. We got to see him interact with authority that he's actually quite anxious about. And we got to see, just kind of the nuance within that character of where, confidence can exist and where maybe it doesn't right now for him, and played truly excellently. Seeing him sad and scared, hurt personally at the table.
He was trembling.
Yeah, but then also getting to see him, in his element,
pressed up against the crate.
Yeah, and like knowing the walk and the talk of it, of like offering up silver when appropriate. Knowing how to get through things, having some, like, those street smarts really coming into, like, full view of, like, how do we distract well, like, that will work, that won't work. And I think all of that coming into, like the word conflict that happens between Duke and Click being brought into, like, actual gameplay conflict. To me, beautiful stuff. You gotta vote for Thomas. You gotta do it.
Love it.
You
And in
gotta
terms of
do
make the
it.
rules.
With the confidence thing, standing up to the Beggar King as well was very threatening for me as a player as well, because I did not know how that was going to go.
And you did it.
No.
It felt right in the moment, though. I'm glad that it worked out.
It
But
did. It was awesome.
I don't even know if it was necessary because they're his rules. I don't know why he would break them, but if they're his rules, he's the only one who can break them.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's right. And actually, and you may have picked up on this, so that was not even necessarily a spontaneous choice on my part. Part of the backstory here happening is that there very much is a press coming from the top of the Gogs against the Thieves Guild.
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
And that
Click picked up on it and realized that's what's going on.
And so for any of you Greyhawk grognards, tell me where you think this might have come from in, it been inspired by in all of my Greyhawk readings. And I'll give you a hint. You would start toward the beginning.
I love the idea that originally when I made the character, I wanted to become a member of the Thieves Guild no matter what. And you are now making it to where I can stay a Gog and still be a thief. And I like that idea. I think that it's fun.
It's
I love
fun
it.
and good, actually.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. So, and that's right, Pat. And this would be really kind of, it came from, it all started with Saga of Old City and Gord and all of the stories of the Beggars and the Thieves Guild and the way they interacted with one another. And I've kind of taken that and played off of it a little bit here. And there's a lot more to this than what you've seen so far, but I think it was absolutely played perfectly. And you, Cameron, will be rolling for Mike, Necromantic DM.
Let's see it.
Yes.
Okay, tell us why Mila should be Stream MVP.
Mila should be Stream MVP for yet again being the cutest of all. But keeping a level head in discussions and asking good probing questions to the Beggar King and getting answers where Click obviously seemed uncomfortable in questioning anything, and just really showing off the kid charisma when it comes to distracting these guards, and having genuine concern for Click despite not rolling well on her
Terrible
insight
insight.
check, but still showing genuine concern and maybe something Click needed but didn't, in the way that he was like, let's stay focused and let's not get distracted on things, but she kept pressing through it and said, we'll talk about it anyways, and that's very Mila, and you're being very true to your character in the cosplays, mate.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Was it just me? There were 2 nat ones on the insight checks?
not
know you had a
ones. I have a
3 on
-3 to my
Oh, that's what
wisdom
it was.
So it was a
insight.
0.
Yeah.
So it was a 0.
Yeah.
And the other one I think was just low. I think it was a 7 -3 made it a 5. And
Yeah, I
it was
think
just-
a couple of nat ones were rolled this
That's very true.
session. I rolled one of them. I forget exactly on which. Oh no, it was to influence the Beggar King with the truth about.
Oh yeah.
The truth about
Gathers.
gathers.
That was
Yes.
rough.
Yes, that was a tough one.
That really genuinely scared me. You really.
That
Do you know what
scared
this
me
word
too.
means? Sedition. And I was like, oh wait, I do know what that word means. But yes, vote for Mila. She's great.
No, that was fantastic. Yeah, Mila, really, really good role play as always tonight. And this party as a whole, you guys are completely disarming to a DM. It is fun every time. All right.
It's fun to mess with you.
You will be rolling for Keith.
Hey.
All right. Mila, tell us why Duke should be Stream MVP.
Oh, Duke. We know him, we love him. Our poor little noble boy, family taken away from him, thrown into the world without a care. Trying his hardest. He's a 12-year-old boy. I want us all to take a step back and just think about that
I mean, he's
for
not
a moment.
that poor. I mean, he's got like 300 gold pieces.
Okay,
A really nice gem.
not anymore.
Yeah.
Well, technically, he's still, whatever.
They're in
You're
the
right.
Beggar King's bank.
They are.
They're in the Beggar King's bank right now.
Not bank. Protection. He didn't say they were his.
Protection.
Okay. Nonetheless, Jenny plays Duke directly into what Duke should be, which is a 12-year-old boy.
13, right?
13?
You're the oldest?
I'm
or are you 13?
13.
No, I'm
13,
13.
12, 11, 11. I think I am actually the youngest character. I don't know if you want to be the youngest, but I would love for Click,
Please
the
be the
person who keeps
youngest.
taking the lead, to be
Please be
the
the
least
youngest.
world weary and the youngest, and yet probably has the most like street smarts and all the other stuff
Yeah,
because of what he's
please be
been
the
through.
youngest.
I think it's funny. Anyways.
Incredible. Just doing a great job at being a 12-year-old boy. I know you have experience in real life. 12-year-old boys, and you really take that, harness it, and just put it into overdrive mode.
True.
And it is incredible. The amount of amazing moments we have had on this stream solely because of an action that Duke has done is amazing. Incredible.
You would have loved the last campaign
I
because that
know.
was the same fact.
Yeah.
Bring it into the table.
Kate did something.
Again.
Let's get out of this mess.
It creates, not only does it create like in-party conflict that is super interesting, it also drives the story in a completely different direction than we intended, and it's great because that's how 12-year-olds work. That's what happens. Vote for Duke. Vote
Very
for Duke.
nicely
Why wouldn't
said.
you?
Yeah.
It's great.
Super, and Duke, like the way, like the emotional breakdowns to distract,
Oh, yeah.
falling on the ground. And like, it's-
But also, like, at the point where it's like, are these even like, are these, maybe he's just really sad.
No, I think that he's one of those whiny babies that never got out of the whiny baby phase, and he would whine to get what he wanted, and so he still does it. I might not be wrong, right? Yeah, all right, I knew it. Yep.
Hager, are you still in the chat? Hager, if
It works
you
for
are,
all my nannies.
You are going to be up.
Oh, God.
I knew it.
Here's the thing. The
Jeremy's
reason why you
in.
said nannies is because they don't want to stay fair.
It's been a while since
They are
you
in
were
and
in a
out.
giveaway, my friend.
They come in and they say, we
Are you
really
still here?
appreciate getting to be employed
I
here.
hope.
I have to leave.
We have to go.
We'll give him a couple more moments, Hager. Hopefully you're in the chat. Let us know. And Duke, tell us why Dahlia should be Stream MVP.
Oh, well, Dahlia. To me. She's just very naive and just like,
Innocent as a
just
rose.
very.
Innocent as a rose.
She just trusts that her mother has her best interests, and she always stays in character. And then, like, just it's so sweet to like everyone around, and like
Until
it
she's
throws
not.
the DM like off, and throws like all the characters off because she's just like, Mr. You know, what do we call it? Your Majesty. And,
yeah, Miss Your Majesty. I
I've
love
been
that.
having a lot of fun. I was like, I think Dahlia just calls everyone Mr. or
I
Mrs.
love
and I was
it.
like, how do I?
And then her bag, and like picking out potions, and knowing which ones would harm, no, not harm, but you know, like but then acting like, I don't know. She just does a really good job of being in character, and then just always keeping that sweet but naive, and you know how many moons she has to be away from her mother.
What day am I on? Is it 24?
So
No,
vote
it's the
for
same day.
Dahlia.
It's the same day.
Still 25.
Yeah.
It's 3.
Yeah, absolutely. And on top of all that, what's really fun is every once in a while you see that veneer come
Oh,
away,
yeah.
And they're like, there's this.
Terrifying.
What's underneath there?
Yes, and Duke doesn't know if he
Terrifying.
all the way trusts her. What are you talking about?
Terrifying.
No,
Terrifying
it's fine. What's scary?
Okay, awesome. We're gonna have to re-roll. Jeremy, I don't think is on anymore. Sorry about that, Jeremy. Hopefully he'll be back. Let me double check and make sure I don't just. If he's in the chat log, I'll give him another. He's still showing in the chat log. Let's give it another moment. You will be rolling for Dave's mini art. Dave's mini art. I don't think Dave has ever won.
That's me.
Yeah, you're rolling for Dave.
Yeah, you're rolling for Dave. Dave, are you still in the chat? And one more call for Hager. Hager, are
Hager,
you in the
please.
chat?
I want to roll for you. Say something. Type.
Hagar, yes. It's Jeremy, our good friend, been a follower. Hagar the Whole, been a follower of the stream for a long, long time.
Is Dave's mini chat there?
Is Dave's mini chat? Are you in? So you got booted a minute ago, Wayne. Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know what caused that. Just Twitch being Twitch, I guess, because we didn't have any glitches here.
Never had a glitch.
Yes, it is trademarked, Pat. So let's give one more moment. We're gonna re-roll here. Dave's mini art. One more call. Let me see if. Yeah, he's not in the chat. Let me check. Hager. No, Hager's still in the chat. So you instead of Dave's mini art will be rolling for Larry Kingra. No, not more to Iceland.
Shipping
Iceland.
This just proves that this is a fair and absolutely above board process I have here. I obviously would love to send things to Natasha and Larry all the time, but shipping to Iceland all the time would not be my first choice. But no, that's fantastic and good luck. All right, we're going to re-roll for Hagar, which was...
Right, that was me.
You, all right. And you will have...
Yeah.
My brother.
Your brother! Oh
He messaged
my
right
God,
after he won.
Gareth.
What's up, brother? I promise I'm
He
watching him
messaged right
do
after
this.
he won. He's
okay.
Yeah, it's all.
That's incredible.
You guys have all seen how the Nightbot works. It is completely.
Not last
All right,
week, but the
you're
week
yeah,
before.
Rick. Thanks.
Well,
God, I knew you would say. All right, so let's go ahead and start with you. Stream MVP is the poll up?
Okay, right.
No.
Oh, the poll's not up. Wait, do I need to do the poll?
Oh, yeah. I don't think the poll. Oh, there it is.
Oh, the poll is up. There it is. Okay, thank you. Vote for your
We're all
stream
like, vote,
MVP.
vote, vote.
All right, let's go ahead and we'll start with your roll first. Dahlia, tell us who you're rolling for.
I'm rolling for Mike, Necromantic DM.
Here we go, Mike.
19!
Oh, very
nice.
strong.
Someone's gotta roll a
very
nat
strong.
20.
Yeah.
All right, now who are you rolling for?
Roger.
All right, here we go, Keith.
Sub.
Good luck. Yes.
Advantage.
Oh.
16.
Get out.
All right.
Close, but not quite.
Mean.
Is my brother subbed? I think he was gifted.
He is not a sub.
Single
What are
dice.
you
How
doing?
dare you, Gary? Your
What are
sister
you
is playing.
doing?
You got shouted out. Don't you have
are
Twitch
you
Prime? It's
doing?
free if you have Twitch Prime.
I think
you
we
get
all,
one
to be fair,
zero.
we all share the same
My
Twitch
poll's
Prime.
not
okay,
updating.
gotcha.
I don't
Tragic.
see it.
I'm teasing. I'm teasing you, by the way, Gareth.
18.
Oh, by
18.
so close. So
18.
close. All right,
The
now
20s are right there.
for Larry.
Is he a sub?
Yes, definitely a sub.
I'd love to see you roll
All
that
right.
20 right now, Jenny.
Vote for Duke. Where conundrum means not know.
That was
Wow, my dice just suck.
A 4
Sorry,
and a
Larry.
5. A 4 and a 5.
It's a 4 and a 5.
Hey!
I need a dice whisperer.
Let's
please.
go, Mike. Congratulations. And the bells hit at just the right time. So, reminder, this week we have Greyhawk Awakening on Tuesday night. The title of the show is Witch Gold. And Rizia is now faced with a difficult choice. The gold she has sought for all her life sits before her. But even as she looks at it, an axe of solid gold floats up from the coin, and a disembodied voice speaks to her of a choice to be made. Which gold will she choose? As we ended last Tuesday, she literally reached out I don't know which she was reaching for. We'll find out on Tuesday night. It could change so much across the Flyness. And then on Wednesday night, we're going to be joined by Dave from Guild Superior and Robert. We'll be talking about your favorite magic items.
This is going to be a fun
from the
one.
world
Very
of D&D, and that should be a blast. So
Magic
join us
items
for
are so
both of
cool.
those.
Can you talk about the Cape
And-
of Billowing, please?
The Cape of Billowing, yes, we'll have requests. So yeah, definitely put that in. If you have any suggestions, pop that in the Discord this
My
week,
favorite.
and we'll come up with all of those topics for that.
Duke's name wrong.
What's that?
You spelled Duke's name wrong.
Dude.
I don't think.
Dude.
I don't think John put the
I did
poll
put the
up.
poll up.
Well, whoever did it.
Okay,
you,
it's
you spelled my name
Duke
wrong.
is due. Duke is due.
We were looking
There's
for
still time to
alternate
vote in the
names.
No,
chat.
he's not.
Vote for your stream MVP. Vote for your
Dude,
stream
we were looking for alternate names.
If you're watching today and you haven't followed, if you're a follower and you haven't subbed, if you're a sub who sub expired, we have one question for you tonight. What are you doing? Give us a follow, give us a sub. We want to say thank you as always to this incredible
Vote for
community.
Duke.
Mad Chatters,
Not
you guys
Duke.
rock.
Oh,
you
click
crush
one.
Click! MVP tonight. Congratulations, my friend. And
Ooh,
while
I
we're
came
getting
close.
ready to raid, we're going to raid into our friends over at Vancouver by Night. Check out their stream and final thoughts from any of the players for the.
So good.
Thank you so
Such a
much.
good-
This
Thank
is
you.
incredible.
Thank you
You
so
only
much.
get this here.
Oh,
Remember
yeah.
that. Only get
Here.
this here.
Cosplay will be like once a month or something like that. We won't do it every time we stream, but thank you,
love
players.
not
You
taking
guys
my
look
hat off.
absolutely fantastic tonight.
Tell
And
your
we
friends,
are
tell
raiding
your family.
Vancouver now.
Tell 'em all.
3, 2, and 1. Blue box. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Casual meme.
Incredible.
Tell your kids. Tell your